Dragons. Now let's send it to the broadcast booth with the voice of the River Dragons, Tom Callahan.
Hello, everyone, and welcome in once again to Columbus River Dragons Hockey. I'm Tom Callahan. Thanks for joining me as we are getting set to go for the second consecutive night against the Elmira River Sharks. That's right, River Dragons, River Sharks. Last night, it was a hotly contested matchup between these two teams. Went right down to the wire before Justin McDonald scored the game-deciding goal with just 1 minute 31 seconds left, and Columbus takes a very important 3 points in regulation by a 4-3 score. That was the first ever meeting between these two teams. Tonight is the second ever meeting between these two teams. We're going to drop the puck at 7:05 tonight, so there's plenty of time for you to get down here if you want to come down and join us for River Dragons Hockey at the Columbus Civic Center. We appreciate you being a part of things here, and we love having you down here. Last night was a physical matchup. It was a hotly contested affair, and I'll tell you what, this Elmira River Sharks team, despite the fact that they come in with a record that says, they're struggling this year.
Honey, what is that?
It's our new internet. I had to have it.
Oh, wow.
Good internet.
Good internet.
Choose WOW and get Internet 500 for just $39.99 a month and get $100 on us.
Wow.
Winter is upon us. We must prepare. Cold and darkness will spread across the land. The nights will be long.
Hey, what are you guys doing? Air Force is here to fix the heat.
Don't let winter leave you out in the cold. Call Air Force Heating and Air now for our special $79 AC gas furnace or heat pump tune-up, only for a limited time. Air Force Heating and Air is always here for you.
It's a weekend to celebrate with the Columbus River Dragons. On Friday, December 8th, help celebrate the birthdays of Scorch and Torch with a festive mascot birthday featuring all your local favorites. Then on Saturday, December 9th, the River Dragons mark the team's 5th anniversary with the home debut of the club's special teal jerseys and a night of family fun. Tickets are on sale now through the Civic Center box office and online at Ticketmaster.com. River Dragons Hockey, it's go time.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
We all dream, but dreams quickly become distant memories unless we do something about it. Do everything in our power to learn to lead. At Troy University, we teach everyone to be leaders in their field. We're dedicated to teaching a new generation to lead change.
Hi-ho, your gas is getting low, but you're in luck. Pull your car or truck into Zelmo's.
This month at Zelmo's, all Celsius energy drinks, 2 for $4.
But you're in luck. Pull your car or truck into Zelmo's.
Always clean, always fast, always friendly. Zelmo's Zip In, fueling life's passions for 20 years.
So fast, so reliable, so much to love. For a limited time, get Internet 1 gig for just $50 a month.
or visit us at airforceheatingandair.com. That's airforceheatingandair.com. We're always here when you need us. Air Force Heating and Air. License number PC0004272, EC0101216. It's the 5th anniversary season of Columbus River Dragons hockey, and RiverDragonsMerch.com has for you. Just go online to rdragonsmerch.com.
At the Country Inn and Suites by Radisson, you'll enjoy comfortable accommodations close to Columbus State University, Fort Benning, and of course, the River Dragons games. Conveniently located at 1720 Fountain Court in Columbus, you'll be minutes away from all your favorite Columbus destinations. Free high-speed Wi-Fi and hot breakfast always available too. So whether you're staying for business or for pleasure, make your next stay in Columbus a comfortable one at the official hotel partner of the River Dragons, Country Inn and Suites by Radisson.
If you're looking for quality dental work, look no further than Largeman Dental in Columbus, the River Dragons' trusted oral care provider. Largeman Dental Set your next appointment by calling 706-322-6581 or visit them online at largemandental.com.
And we're back here on the Air Force Heating and Air pregame show, and I've got to tell you, fans, at least one NFL playoff bracket just exploded in flames directly to my left. Mr. Zylick Lane, you may hang your head in shame. We'll get to that Zelmo zipping out of town scoreboard, not yet. But when we do, I'll tell you why his bracket just blew up. Oh my goodness. Yep, playoff football in the NFL and playoff-like atmosphere here last night with the River Sharks. And again, I go back to complimenting this Elmira River Sharks team. They played a really tough, really gritty game. They worked hard. They did not quit, and they're a team that gave the River Dragons some trouble. As a matter of fact, they gave them 60 minutes worth of trouble. It was a pretty even game all the way to the end, and then Justin McDonald kicks his scoring streak up to 13 games, scoring the game-winning goal with 1:31 left to go. And another guy who's been on a heater as of late and extended a scoring streak to 7 games yesterday, Austin Doe. And I'll tell you what, Doe has really found a way to begin to get things in gear for himself in his last 7 games. 3 goals, 9 assists, 12 points. But look at the last 4 games. All of those are multi-point efforts. 2 goals, 6 assists, and 8 points in that 4-game stretch. So Austin Doe, a 2-point-a-game guy here in the last little while. He has really gotten himself back into the Austin Doe we knew from a couple of seasons ago. It's fantastic watching him right now. And Josh Petrantonio had a couple of goals the other night. His line mate, Hunter Bersani, now has back-to-back multi-point games for the first time this year. So that line starting to put it in gear. That is great news for the Columbus River Dragons. They can only hope that continues here as they work their way through this regular season. And right now they're in a stretch. It started January 1st. Where 13 of 15 games for the River Dragons are at home. After starting with most of their schedule on the road, they are the last remaining unbeaten at home team at 8-0-1 here at the Columbus Civic Center. And it's important to keep that streak going as well as they come into tonight. As I mentioned, they had 3 games in hand going into last night. They got 3 points. Now 2 games in hand over Carolina and another 3 points on the line tonight. Then Carolina and Columbus will meet on Wednesday here for Pucks and Prayers night, 7:05 p.m. puck drop. And we invite you to come down for that game. That one's going to be televised on the Christian Television Network, WYBU Channel 16. And we look forward to having you folks come out for a night of fun and fellowship on a Wednesday night here. River Dragons against their biggest rivals. And we're going to have a guest speaker, Pastor Kevin McDonald, before the game. We also have a gospel artist who will be singing as well. It's going to be an awful lot of fun, and we hope you can join us for that. Coming up on Wednesday night, it's not too late to get your church group out Give us a call at 706-507-4625, 507-4625. I did want to talk about some league suspensions that are being handed down. And this is interesting because if you listen to the FPHL podcast, the Unsportsmanlike podcast, of which I'm one of the hosts for the league podcast, we introduced a couple of weeks ago the new league rules that went into effect on January 4th. And this is the first application of one of those new rules we have seen. So these go hand in hand together. Mississippi forward Rich Pinkowski has been suspended 8 games for his actions in Biloxi, Mississippi last night, January 12th. And consequently, Mississippi head coach Joe Pace Jr. has been suspended 4 games under the new league directive. Okay, so here's what happened. Pinkowski jumps on the ice from the players' bench, goes after an opponent, and then basically chased the player who had delivered a legal body check on a Seawolves teammate. So, under the leaving the bench to start or join an altercation, Pinkowski gets 6 games. Then, he also gets an aggressor penalty, which because he had an aggressor penalty on January 5th, he picked up a game for that. Now he's a repeat offender. This aggressor penalty, he gets 2 more games. Total of 8 games. Under the new rules, the head coach is suspended 1 game for every 2 a player is suspended on his team of 2 or more games. So 8 games for Pinkowski means Joe Pace Jr. gets 4 games as a suspension because he is the player head coach of that team. Joe Pace Sr. is serving a suspension that he picked up for his role and ending up tangling with an official in an aggressive manner that earned him a 6-game ban right before those rules went into place. So Joe Pace Sr., who was coaching, suspended. Then Joe Pace Jr., who was coaching in the meantime, now he's suspended 4 games. Pinkowski gets 8 games. And also Mississippi defenseman Kyle Russell, 1 game under the supplementary discipline as he took a baseball swing at an opponent. And Director of Player Safety Dave Jackson said Mr. Russell should have known had the potential to cause injury, and he's suspended for 1 game. So there, in a nutshell, and I wondered how long it would take us to see the first application of those rules. Well, there it is, and the Mississippi Seawolves serving as a shining light to the rest of the FPHL and how exactly this thing is going to work. But the league is trying very hard to clean these things up, and that is why we see the suspension. I know I've had a couple fans comment to me they don't like it. We talked to Coach Bichard about it, and by the way, we'll hear from him coming up later in this Air Force Heating and Air pregame show. But, you know, even to his way of thinking, it's not the worst thing to suspend the coach once the suspensions start getting up there. And I hearken back to when the NHL wanted to stop the bench clearing brawls that were so prevalent in the 70s and 80s. They didn't do it by suspending players. The way the NHL got that to stop was to suspend coaches. Once coaches had to start missing games and were being fined and had money coming out of their pocket, all of a sudden, it stopped. That's what the FPHL is attempting to do here. And you know what? It's going to take a little while. There's going to be an adjustment period for sure. We are going to see, we may even see, who knows, we may see Boom Boom get suspended for a couple of games along the way. It might happen. But once the standard becomes effective, that's when the difference is going to kick in. That's when we're going to see it. And so I think right now the most important thing, if you're Columbus or you're any other team, it's just minding the standard, trying not to violate it, making sure that you end up in a situation where everything is just, you're minding your P's and Q's, and you want to make sure that, you know, sometimes even when your temper does flare, that it doesn't get too far out of hand, and that you don't end up costing your team and your coach games on the bench. So that's the update, and I'll tell you what, that's the first application of those rules, and I think it's going to be a good thing for the FPHL in the long run. All right, let's take another break in this Air Force Heating and Air pregame show, and when we come back, we will have our look at the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Zelmo's Zip In, so stay tuned. That's up on the other side of the break. We're back with more in a moment. This is River Dragons Hockey.
At Beam, we take pride in being a part of our community, and we're committed to seeing it grow. We continually volunteer with organizations that are making a difference. Together, we are building a better community while building the best internet that exceeds the technology of metropolitan cities. But more importantly, one that connects us all. We want to ensure reliability. So for this reason, we're willing to go the extra mile. We aim to provide the community with high-quality internet and cable services, because we live here too.
Because at Beam, community is not just a place. It's the way we do business.
Winter is upon us. We must prepare. Cold and darkness will spread across the land. The nights will be long.
Hey, what are you guys doing? Air Force is here to fix the heat.
Don't let winter leave you out in the cold. Call Air Force Heating and Air now for our special $79 AC gas furnace or heat pump tune-up, only for a limited time. Air Force Heating and Air is always here for you.
Hi-ho, your gas is getting low, but you're in luck. Pull your car or truck into Zelmo's.
This month at Zelmo's, all Celsius energy drinks, 2 for $4.
But you're in luck. Pull your car or truck into Zelmo's.
Always clean, always fast, always friendly. Zelmo's Zip In, fueling life's passions for 20 years.
And we are back here in the Air Force Heating and Air pregame show. A little surprise visit right there. Brian Trepanier stopping by, Mr. Chattahoochee himself, coming by the press box. And I know the news coming out earlier this week. Everybody, well, if you're a baseball fan in Columbus, I mean, some people are sad, some people are happy. But if you haven't heard, AA baseball coming to Columbus. And it will be the Braves AA affiliate that lands here in 2025. However, what it does mean, and this is the downside for Ignite Sports, no more Columbus Chattahoochees, no more Chattahoochee Monsters. Both teams ended up suspending operations and will not play baseball in 2024, as the city has said they want to begin renovating the ballpark immediately for the arrival of the AA Braves franchise in the summer of 2025. And so no baseball here in Columbus. And that's effectively the end of the Chattahoochees and Monsters here in Columbus. And we just want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts as an organization for those of you who, whether a season ticket holder or maybe it came to a few games here and there, whatever your level was, we very much appreciate the support. Thank you so much for being a part of this. And boy, I wish I had better news for you. I wish I could tell you that we'll see the boys down the road, but well, we may, but probably not for Sun Belt League baseball. All right, moving on. I do want to get to the out-of-town scoreboard here, which is brought to you by Zelmo's Zip In. Zelmo's has been fueling life's passions since 1999. And around the league, everybody, as I mentioned, except Carolina, is in action tonight. And we have already at McMorran Arena in Port Huron. That game started at 6:05 Eastern, and the Prowlers up 1-0 on the Watertown Wolves in the early going there. 7 o'clock start for Binghamton at Danbury. Boy, how about Danbury's come from behind win yesterday. And at 7 o'clock also the Blue Ridge Bobcats hosting the Motor City Rockers after a very impressive win by Blue Ridge last night. And then 7:05 Eastern, 6:05 Central, the Mississippi Seawolves, without Rich Pinkowski, without Russell, without Joe Pace Jr., hosting the Baton Rouge Zydeco once again here this evening. In the National Hockey League, Pretty full day on a Saturday for the NHL. Total of 16 games. That means everybody in action. Finals coming in already. Capitals 3-2 winners over the New York Rangers. Canucks 1-0 shut out the Sabres. Lafferty, the only goal of the game for the Canucks, his 10th of the year. Senators beat the Sharks 5-4. After one period of play, the Devils are up 2-0 on the Florida Panthers. Coming up at 7, you've got Penguins at Hurricanes, Kraken at the Blue Jackets, Kings at the Red Wings, Oilers at Canadiens, Ducks are at the Lightning, Avalanche at Maple Leafs, Flyers at Jets. Then at 8 o'clock Eastern, Stars at the Blackhawks, Coyotes at Wild, Islanders at Preds, Bruins at the Blues, and then the only West Coast matchup here tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern puck drop, Flames are at the Golden Knights. And as I always love to play Spot the Jersey, I have already seen a Tommy Lysiak Calgary Flames jersey here tonight, and that is just impressive. So very cool to see that out there in the crowd. Men's college basketball, a couple games going on here, and a couple games coming up later. As 8th-ranked Arizona is at the half. They're trailing Washington State 34-30. Number 11, Duke, with a 5-point lead late in the second half against Georgia Tech. Number 2, Houston, an early lead over TCU in the first half. Number 16, Auburn, 45-30 on LSU coming up to halftime. At the half, number 25, Texas, trails Virginia 30-28. 8 o'clock, number 14, Baylor is taking on Cincinnati. Number 5, Tennessee, 85-79 winner over Georgia today. Number 7, North Carolina, 103-67 over Syracuse. Number 15, Wisconsin, 71-63 over Northwestern. Number 22, Creighton, 66-65 over St. John's. Number 3, Kansas, 78-66 over number 9, Oklahoma. Number 6, Kentucky, upset by Texas A&M, 97-92. Also, number 19, San Diego State, upset by New Mexico, 88-70. Number 1, Purdue comes back after a little bit of a shaky first half, but they win 95-78 over Penn State. Number 20, Utah State, 87-86 over UNLV. Number 21, Clemson, 89-78 over Boston College. And number 18, BYU, 63-58 over UCF. Now to the National Football League, where the playoffs are underway, and it looks like the Texans are 1 quarter away from moving on. 38-14, they lead the Cleveland Browns. And, boy, the Browns are struggling right now. Joe Flacco, 269 through the air with a touchdown, but 2 picks. One of those a pick 6 in the third quarter. The Texans have opened up a big lead at home in that AFC wildcard game. And then at 8 o'clock Eastern, you've got the Dolphins at the Chiefs kicking off tonight. Tomorrow, 4:30, Packers at Cowboys, 8 o'clock, Rams at Lions, and then the Steelers-Bills game was moved from Sunday to Monday because of inclement weather in the Buffalo area. So Steelers at Bills is now 4:30 on Monday. And then at 8:15, you've got the Eagles at the Buccaneers. So that is your NFL Wild Card Weekend, or as they call it, the Super Wild Card Weekend. And we'll keep you up to date on what's going on, all the scores, all the highlights, all the fun. And unfortunately, Mr. Zylik Lane, his playoff bracket, he picked the Browns to do a little bit more than lose the AFC wild card. So tough one, buddy, tough one. But that's all right. We all got to go out on a limb sometimes. You just chose the shaky branch, so it's all right. Oh, you never know. I mean, stranger things have happened, right? But it doesn't look good right now. The Texans really look to be in command of that game. All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we're going to hear from River Dragons head coach Jerome Boom Boom Bichard, and it looks like we're going to have a little bit of a delay to the start of this game because the Zamboni has still not been able to make it out on the ice to resurface following warm-ups. So we'll keep an eye on that situation for you. But in the meantime, we will carry on with this Air Force Heating and Air pregame show. And again, we will hear from River Dragons head coach Jerome Boom Boom Bichard. On the other side of the break, stay tuned as the River Sharks and River Dragons getting set to go in just a little bit. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Winter is upon us. We must prepare. Cold and darkness will spread across the land. The nights will be long.
Hey, what are you guys doing? Air Force is here to fix the heat.
Don't let winter leave you out in the cold. Call Air Force Heating and Air now for our special $79 AC gas furnace or heat pump tune-up, only for a limited time. Air Force Heating and Air is always here for you.
We all dream, but dreams quickly become distant memories unless we do something about it. Do everything in our power to learn to lead. At Troy University, we teach everyone to be leaders in their field. We're dedicated to teaching a new generation to lead change.
Peppermint season is back at Tim Hortons with even more peppermint flavor. It's the tastiest, mintiest way to cheers the holidays. 'Tis the season to treat yourself with any $1 medium latte when you order on the app. Only at Tim Hortons.
Winter is a...
Welcome back to the Air Force Heating and Air pregame show, joined by head coach Jerome Bichard. And Coach, boy, that was a close one last night, 4-3 against the Elmira River Sharks. Give us your thoughts on that game and the way it went.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, obviously happy with the outcome, but not exactly happy how we got there. I thought we played really, really well in spurts, and I thought in the same shift that we made some really disastrous kind of decisions that kind of cost us.
Looking back at that game, it did go back and forth quite a bit, and I think that maybe special teams seemed early on like it was going to play a big role in the game, and then, of course, late it certainly did. But that's something we don't talk a whole lot about, the power play, the penalty killing, but your penalty kill's been tops all year, and they came through in the end when it counted.
Yeah, you know, I mean, one, Elmira, you got to give them credit. They work hard, very aggressive, and you know, put us on our heels at some point. So, you know, then for whatever reason, the refs decide to get involved, and you know, 5-on-4s, 5-on-3s, late, and really the only one that really bothered me was, well, two, I guess, was the Petro slash, which it was a slash, but about 30 seconds prior to that, I think Klink was kind of hit or was trying to evade something, and he lost his balance, and he ended up one-handing slashing a guy kind of somewhat over the shoulder of the head, which if that's called a 2-minute high sticking penalty, then then it's even up, and then we're not getting a 2-minute slash to put us down 5-on-3. That one, and then obviously that late kind of hit into the corner on Backwell, I thought was fairly cheap. So, anyways, it is what it is, and the guys did a great job killing, and you know, J-Mac becomes a hero. Great goal at the right time, and you know, it's one of those things. I told him jokingly but serious. Oh, see what happens when you actually hit the net, and you don't hit the glass. You know. Again, most of our guys coming down that wall, they're trying to hit this little hole right here up at the top. And you know what? All we got to do is make sure you hit the net, and don't so much know where it's going, but if you hit it and, you know, you, I guess, shoot in stride somewhat, and the goalie doesn't know where when you're shooting, then you can catch them. And obviously J-Mac did.
I also wanted to talk to you about the power play. I thought there were a couple of times I might have been able to read your thoughts. Extra passes taking you out of scoring opportunities there.
Yeah, you know, Huntsy, I mean, we were throwing it around pretty good. I thought we were moving it and hitting the seams all the seams that we talked about over the last little bit. And, just that one extra pass by Hunsey, just shoot it, whether you score or not. We don't even get a shot. And then, but we did zing it around, and their goalie, what's his name, Bowley? Bowers. I mean, I thought he played really well in spurts and kept him in the game. He made a couple big saves on the power play. On their penalty kill and this and that. And then obviously he lets that last one in, and that's the one you need. As a goalie, it's kind of funny because you're expected to make all the easy ones look really easy, and you need to make about 4 or 5 unbelievable plays or saves a game. So,
well, it was a 4-3 win. It was in regulation last night. So looking at tonight's game, keys to the game.
Keys to the game, you know what? I think we need to be a little bit more disciplined as far as our routes and our positioning on certain plays. And I think, to be honest with you, we can use their aggressiveness against them. Play a little rope-a-dope, let them come a little bit, and as long as we execute and make the plays that are right in front of us and keep things simple, I think we'll be fine.
All right, Boomer, thanks for joining us. Best of luck tonight.
You bet. Thank you.
Back with a drop of the puck in just a moment. This is River Dragons Hockey.
Direct-to-garment printing and vinyl heat-press lettering and numbering. We provide custom T-shirts for any occasion.
Winter is upon us. We must prepare. Cold and darkness will spread across the land. The nights will be long.
Hey, what are you guys doing? Air Force is here to fix the heat.
Don't let winter leave you out in the cold. Call Air Force Heating and Air now for our special $79 AC gas furnace or heat pump tune-up, only for a limited time. Air Force Heating and Air is always here for you.
We all dream, but dreams quickly become distant memories unless we do something about it. Do everything in our power to learn to lead. At Troy University, we teach everyone to be leaders in their field. We're dedicated to teaching a new generation to lead change.
Even though I'm away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
At Beam, we take pride in being a part of our community, and we're committed to seeing it grow. We continually volunteer with organizations that are making a difference. Together, we are building a better community while building the best internet that exceeds the technology of metropolitan cities. But more importantly, one that connects us all. We want to ensure reliability, so for this reason, we're willing to go the extra mile. We aim to provide the community with high-quality internet and cable services.
Here, well, I guess we're technically done with our Air Force Heating and Air pregame show, although we do still have a couple of minutes to go before we're going to be able to drop the puck here because the Zamboni has made it over and is finishing its final pass right now, so we're not quite to the point where we'll get our first period underway, but we have a couple of minutes to talk about what's going on. I'll tell you what, we'll talk about kind of taking a look back at this NFL playoff game that's going on right now. And the Cleveland Browns going for it on fourth down again here. And Houston has done nothing but put up points in the second half. It's now 45-14. Browns facing a 4th and 3 with about 9.5 to go. That is pretty much the season here for this Browns team. And, well, they do not convert. There's just not enough time for Cleveland to find a way to score 31 points. So it looks like the Texans are moving on. And boy, does it look like the Texans made the right decision at quarterback. Moving on from Deshaun Watson, who went to Cleveland and then didn't even finish the season with Cleveland. They just showed him on the sidelines. But Joe Flacco has taken this team as far as he can, got him into the playoffs. But it looks like that's not really going to end well for the Browns all the way around. So the Zamboni is now off the ice. And we are just waiting for the introductions here. So we will have our live introductions of the starting lineups. A little bit of a joke for the SEC fans in the house. They introduced the head coach of the River Sharks as Nick Saban. Just kidding. It's Tyler Jurich. All right, so we'll turn it over to Dana Barker, our PA announcer. Here are your Columbus River Dragons introductions. They happen to sneak the officials out on the ice there as well. Get them out there while the applause is going. I like that. Good move by the Zebras. We'll introduce you to tonight's referee squad as well in just a moment. Tonight's first period is brought to you by Chick-fil-A Midland. And don't forget the next eve of the River Dragons event at Chick-fil-A Midland will be January 25th from 6 to 7 p.m. Come meet with the team, get autographs, pictures, and more. That's only at Chick-fil-A Midland, January 25th from 6 to 7 p.m. That's an interesting one right there. Both Josh Pedrantonio and Austin Doe are going to play defense tonight. So we begin to get the clarity of the picture here of who might be in, who might be out for the River Dragons. Defensively, so it looks like they're going to be missing at least Ryan Gill here. Possibly a couple others. So, and also, number 22, Jay Krupp, is in the lineup tonight as he will play in his 6th game of the season. And now it's time for our moment of silence and then our national anthem.
The River Dragons, thank you. Now remain standing for the playing of our national anthem with hands over hearts, performed tonight by Bailey McLemore.
Whose broad stripes and broad
right, we've got our anthem underway, and we are ready to go here in just a moment. Let's take a look at tonight's starting goaltenders for the River Dragons. In the crease down to the left of our broadcast location, it's going to be Taylor Joseph, 7-1-0-1, coming into tonight's game with a .904 save percentage, 2.44 goals against, and a shutout to his credit. He'll be opposed by Sammy Bernard. He is 4-5-0-0 on the year with a 4.67 goals against average, 874 save percentage. And Bernard expected to get the start last night, but Bowers ended up making the start. So Bernard in there tonight. And, of course, Joseph and Colgan have been a 1-2 punch all season long for this River Dragons hockey team, so no real surprise that they alternate once again this weekend. Last year, the River Dragons rotated goaltenders pretty much all the way down the entire season and just settled on Colgan pretty much at the end of the stretch run. It really does help to keep your goaltenders fresh, that's for sure. And boy, Columbus has no objection to having some fresh legs out there. So they do have a 2-minute penalty up on the board. And it is indeed a warm-up violation against number 37, Stephen Ford. And Ford gets 2 minutes. Bench minor for pregame warm-up violation. Right now, down there on the ice, what they're giving out are awards for the milestones players have hit along the way here this season. Austin Doe, Josh Petrantonio, and Justin McDonald hitting major milestones in their career. Alexander Jemayev as well, and now McDonald heading over to accept his award. 600 professional points for J-Mac. And his wife Keely out there to help him accept the award. She'll take that one off the ice with her. Congratulations to the River Dragons who continue to hit milestones. We've got more milestones pending here. Jay Krupp is 2 goals away from 100 as a pro. Carter Shinkarik is 1 point away from 200 as a pro. So it's really been a historic season for the River Dragons, and the River Dragons are starting on the Loft Power Play. Loft has live music every Friday and Saturday night. Show your River Dragons ticket stub for 2-for-1 cover, and tonight there's a post-game party with the River Dragons at the Loft following the game this evening. We hope to see you down there. All right, let's get it underway. Columbus will attempt to get everything together. Well, that explains why Petrantonio and Doe were listed as defensemen to start. Pushed it into the right side. Here's a chance in front off the toe of the stick on Doe. So it is not that bad defensively for the River Dragons. They were just starting the 5-man power play unit. Here's Moore up at the right point. He'll feed it onto the right wing side. McDonald up top to Doe. McDonald, circle, wrist shot, blocked high up in the air. Punched out of the zone by the River Sharks defense. And now the pass on the right side finds Ryan Hunter. Hunter cutting in, pulled down as he does so. McDonald on the wing up towards Moore. Moore at the point will leave it off. Doe on the right side. Into the right wing corner to Hunter. Up top to McDonald. Over Petrantonio. One-time save made. Rebound sitting in front. Cleared away to the line. Off McDonald and out. 1 minute in, 1 minute gone in the power play. River Dragons back in on the right side. Hunter trying to shove it across. Columbus changing it up. Here's Shinkarik on the left side. It bounced off the dasher. He could only chop it into the slot. Puck still not out. Stolen by Wickline. Backdoor feed. Poked at. And that one knocked away just before it got to McDonald. He puts it over Hunter one time and coming to his left. The save made there by Bernard. Around the rim it goes, left point. Shinkarik will hold. Feeds the far dot. McDonald walks in with a shot. That one is blocked to the glass, and now it's cleared out. Oh, my goodness. The River Dragons had a great chance, couldn't take advantage. Here's a stretch pass to Wickline up the right side. They'll put it across, and Columbus back in on the wing. That shot tipped to the glass. Krupp into the right side corner. Heavy hit in behind the net. Around it comes to the right point. Shinkarik keeping it in. Fed to the left side. Storjahan in front. Shot tipped in on goal, and it's held. And now here we go with the pushing and shoving right away. And no shocker, Jay Krupp right in the middle of it. Boy, he is not afraid to get out there and absolutely be involved right from the get-go. 4 seconds to go in the power play to start this game for the River Dragons. Face-off will be to the right of the River Sharks goal. Storjahan in for the face-off here, and he's able to win it back. River Dragons control, but the power play comes to a close. Wickline in front. Storjahan in front to Krupp, and it went off his skate. Wickline to the far side, backdoor. Storjahan healed it wide, sent it right back up top, though. And the River Sharks able to move it onto there, forward onto the box. He'll send it down. Slahetka back after it on the left side. Krupp off the glass, gets it out to center. Cody Rogers after it. He's pressured by Wickline. Storjahan up there quickly as it's stumped back to the Columbus end. I will give the River Dragons credit. Although they did start with a power play, that's certainly a leg up, but more energy early on in this game than yesterday. Wickline gloves it down at center. He'll dump it in and go for a change. Fed all the way back to the River Sharks end here. On the near side. Puck played ahead. Now Elmira will dump it in. Joseph paddles it around to the near side to Underwood. Underwood leaving it off for Bersani. Bersani turning back for it. Left wing side. And that puck not out of the zone. Kept it up top. Here's a chance in for the left side. A shot that was blocked in front by Underwood. He'll play it around, and now a break through center. Andrioli. Right side, Andrioli had it poked away. Bersani will fire it in. Swan up on the left side after it. Forced a turnover. Bersani, wrist shot, blocker save. Swan off angle chance. That's stopped as well. Right point, Underwood. Sends it deep. Swan to the far side, racing over there against Yarwood. Ends up on the near wing side. Gaeta getting it out to center. And Elmira to the attack up the left wing. Soilis in front, and he was knocked down, went right through the crease. And it's cleared back. Swan looping inside his own blue line. Columbus needs a change. They'll get it here as Swan dumps in from center. 3:55 gone in the first. Scoreless so far. Columbus with the first 5 shots of the hockey game. Tip back the other way in. Joseph out to play it behind the net. He'll leave it there. Columbus will regroup. Trying to fight his way through center. Popoff. He's ridden off the puck on the wall. Now it's turned back over with a hit and a penalty. They're going to call it boarding against Shinkarik. Well, you can hear what the fans think of that one. So Carter Shinkarik into the Abercrombie Bonding penalty box. 4:19 into this first period. 2 minutes for boarding. River Sharks power play 6th in the FBHL, 22.6%. Columbus still first on the kill, 86.3%. River Dragons try to start with a draw win here. And the puck is fired down the ice. River Sharks will set it up. They'll bring it up through the middle of the ice. Klink ridden off the puck, turned over and cleared right back down. They'll try it again. Yarwood up on the right side. Lead it ahead. Sharks move in and they'll set it up. Pickford, left half wall. Klink tried to force it in front, knocked away by Petrantonio. Pickford holding in. Yarwood right point. Watched by Petrantonio on the wall. He'll swing it around behind the goal. Here's Peavy out the near side. Klink directs left point. Pickford over. One time Yarwood fanned on it. Gaeta feeding it around to the near side. Klink in the left half wall bounced away from him, and it's cleared out as the River Dragons take advantage of the bounce. 44 seconds to go in the man advantage for the River Sharks. Pass at center intercepted and cleared back down by Swan. Scoreless here in this opening frame. Elmira ahead. Here's Yarwood in over the blue line, leaving it left side to Klink. Klink, wrister, that hit a leg, goes to the far side. Gaeta in the right corner. Around to the near wing. Klink on the half boards, left side. All the way up to the left point with it. Cutting across to his right. He'll let a wrister go. Say Joseph, rebound sitting in front, picked out by the D. Cleared to the line, and down it goes. And that'll do it. Shinkarik out of that Abercrombie bonding penalty box here. The River Dragons have killed it off. 6:20 gone here in the first, scoreless. River Sharks going the other way. Soilus into the far side corner. Played around to the right point. Held in there. Ford will fling it back. Slahetka moving it ahead. And now here's Bersani up by himself. He'll lob it into the corner and go get it. It drifts around behind the net. Wickline will also peel out on the forecheck. Bersani heads to the bench. Near side, there's a bank pass out to center, and again Columbus intercepts that, turns it back over. Ford has to hurry it away from Andrioli. River Sharks trying to move it in. It goes in on goal. Joseph knocks it away. A little wrestling behind the play, but the puck ahead now. Right side, here's Storjahan at center. Lost it, and Andrioli will help him out. Sends it around the boards. Right side, Wickline. Lets it go to the point. Underwood steps down, can't hold it in. Didn't get there in time. Cleared back in once again by the River Dragons. As that one is banked out, a bouncer towards center. Back into the right side, here's Wickline. Moving it in front, Andrioli to the backhand, couldn't get it to go. And now Elmira trying to go back the other way with it. They cut in over the line, but offside as Rogers delayed a little too much at the blue line. 7:44 gone here in this first period of play. We'll take a break and come back with more in just a moment. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Hello there, my name is Seychelle, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that punch of flavors that's unlike any other. You get the crispy tenderness of the chicken and that hint of sourness from the pickles. Ta-da!
Hey, I'm Juan, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is every single time you take a bite, you know you're gonna get chicken that's crispy, golden, and juicy. The Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is the gold standard of chicken sandwiches. There's no touching it.
Peppermint season is back at Tim Hortons with even more peppermint flavor. It's the tastiest, mintiest way to cheers the holidays. 'Tis the season to treat yourself with any $1 medium latte when you order on the app. Only at Tim Hortons.
Introducing new Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Music to my ears. You don't have ears. Starry, it's different.
Hello there, my name is Seychelle, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken...
7:44 gone here in the first period. Tom Callahan here with you. Thanks for joining me as we are looking forward to an exciting night of River Dragons hockey. We've already got a final now in the NFL. 45-14, the Houston Texans are moving on. And the Cleveland Browns bounced, the first team to go home on this NFL wildcard weekend. So Dolphins, Chiefs coming up a little bit later on. Drop of the puck just outside the River Dragons blue line. We had an offside and then a break, and that offside was brought to you by Old School Barbershop. They're online at oldschoolbarber.com. Book online anytime. If your sides are a little off, go to Old School Barbershop. You can also book online 24/7 through their Instagram and Facebook. There's a stretch through the middle onto the right side, tipped in. Hunter into the corner after it, but he's bodied off the puck. Yarwood trying to flip it up the wall. Parker away with it. Right side pass. Dempke ridden off on the boards. There's a short side shot. Shoulder saved there by Joseph. Rebound to the corner. Hunter around to the near side. McDonald sends it up the boards. Puck up in the air, bounces out at center. Elmira trying to regroup quickly here. They'll dump it back in. Joseph out to play it behind the net. River Dragons back through center while the River Sharks change. Right side, here's McDonald moving it over the line. Cuts, waits, wrist shot right into the chest protector of the goaltender, Bernard. And that face-off will stay inside the Elmira zone. Let's take a look at tonight's referee introductions, brought to you by the Optical Shop at Phoenix City, where right now for just $99 and a bag of chips, you can get 2 pair of eyeglasses. Tonight's referees, number 2, Corey Fossa, and number 73, Phil Roosler. The linesmen, Alex Cole, number 75, and John Heineman, number 59. River Sharks win the draw. They break the zone. They'll move it ahead, trying to cut in through the D, and now pulled down in the corner, and actually Popoff went down as well. No penalty call. Back the other way, Petrantonio. In over the line, tried to slide it across. Tipped too far for Doe. Doe looking in front, side of the net. Petrantonio. His chance was knocked behind the cage. Doe on the near side. He'll feed to the left point. Shot coming in there, Bockwell, and that one is steered aside by Bernard. Krupp tying his man up in the far side corner. He'll flip it behind the net. Elmira on it, but Petrantonio forcing a turnover to Doe into the slot. Krupp, a backhand to Doe, and a left pad save, Bernard. And now the River Sharks dump it out up the right side. Here's Gaeta on the right wing, a shot blocked by Popoff into the corner. Popoff all over Gaeta up that far side. Petrantonio back to help out, gets it ahead. Storjahan moving it up by himself. In on the wing, he'll dump it cross corner. Over to the right side, Wickline trying to get there, cannot in time. Underwood will cycle it back over and now get it in his own end again. River Dragons try to break in, but the pass hit Wickline, stayed in his body, and now turn the other way. Ends up back with Underwood once again in the Columbus zone. Just past the halfway mark of this first period, no score. Storjahan trying to turn at his own line. Looking for a little bit of help. Wickline back to the D. Underwood will feed it over to the left side. Slaheka flips it ahead looking for Bersani. He tips it down the ice. And a turnover at center. And now back the other way, Wilson. He'll feed it onto the right side. A wrist shot save made as Joseph fought that one off. And it bounces over the stick of Ford out to center. Good save by Taylor Joseph. Might have caught him in the mask. Shaking the head a little bit. Bersani's up by himself on the right side. He's tackled him behind the play by Wilson. Those two still tangled up. Columbus can't keep the play on side. Bersani's got to hustle out of the zone as Moore gets to the blue line. He cuts in. Moore moves it ahead. McDonald in, tucks to the forehand, misses far post. And McDonald puck out. Hunter lets it go to the point. Over to the right side, here's Shinkarik. Shinkarik back up top. Slahetka, his wrist shot save. Big rebound in the slot, but nobody in a teal jersey there for it. It's cleared out. Another, a bouncing puck that hopped over the stick of Joseph as he went to play it. And now it's turned over right in front of backhand chance save made, rebound. River Sharks all over it right now. And Joseph able to make another save and hold on. Elmira with a bouncing puck, forcing some problems on the forecheck for the River Dragons. But Joseph bails him out. 8:28 to go in the first. Still scoreless here in this opening frame. Back with more in a moment on River Dragons Hockey.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
We all dream. But dreams quickly become distant memories unless we do something about it. Do everything in our power to learn to lead. At Troy University, we teach everyone to be leaders in their field. We're dedicated to teaching a new generation to lead change.
Life's passions.
So we're getting ready here as we're keeping an eye on all the out-of-town scoreboard action tonight. There's 8:28 to go here in the first period of this hockey game. River Dragons, River Sharks are scoreless. It's -4 in Kansas City right now. With the wind chill, it feels like -21. Sounds like football weather to me. Face-off coming up to the left of Taylor Joseph in that River Dragons net. River Dragons in their teal 5th anniversary jerseys, going left to right in front of this broadcast location. Here for period number 1 at the Columbus Civic Center. I'm Tom Callahan. Thanks for joining me. First period is presented by Chick-fil-A Midland. River Dragons with the puck, able to move it out to center. Here's McDonald. McDonald with a little chip on the right side. Shinkarik up from the D spot into the right wing corner after it. He'll tie up with his man over there. And free behind the goal, trying to move it away, is Demke. And he is dispossessed. McDonald leaving it side of the goal, tucked in front. Bouncing puck side of the goal. Hunter couldn't get it to go. And now clear. That's picked off by McDonald. He'll leave it down on the right side. Hunter to the right point. Pop off his skate. Try to put it back around the rim. That was blocked and now chipped out. 7:40 to go in the first. No score. Shinkarik up on the left side. Cutting into the slot. He's got room to shoot. Lets it go. St. Bernard, where is it? It's trapped in the gear. And he is able to hang on to the puck. That one just kind of disappeared up inside that blocking glove. He hangs on for the whistle here. 7:32 to go. River Dragons right now on a Tim Hortons win streak, where throughout January you can earn free Tim's faster by scoring double points on all orders. Plus, stop by on Mondays for a free coffee with purchase, only through the Tim's app. Draw is controlled by the River Dragons. Puck at the left point. Moved in, Bockwell into the high slot. Now a chance of backdoor feed. Petrantonio is stopped on the backhand by Bernard. The pass in tight. Petrantonio trying to step towards the low slot on the backhand. Change up his shooting angle a little bit. Not a bad idea. Just didn't quite work itself out. Bersani in for the face-off. Draw to the left of that Elmira goal. And they tie up over it on the dot. Pulled out by Doe. He gets it to the left point. Bockwell with a shot, but he fanned on it. Drifts to the corner. Petrantonio on it. Bockwell, left point. He'll try it again. This one gets through. Ends up in the near side corner. Kept in at the line. Doe feeding it down low. Bernard makes a left pad save and a shot that might have been going wide. Kept in by Underwood. Tipped. Oh, off the crossbar. Deflected in front of the net. It hit a defender, then hit the crossbar. Stayed out. Columbus, left point Bockwell on the paint, keeps it in. Left side corner, Petrantonio tries to cycle up the wall. Bockwell left point, lets it go. Shot blocked in front, and it's cleared out. Bockwell back quickly, but Petrantonio tipped it offside. Whistle at the River Sharks blue line. Save big at River City Swing Sets, your local Gorilla Play Sets authorized showroom, offering lifetime warranty swing sets and basketball goals, swings, slides, and more. Check out RiverCitySwingSets.com for the full lineup. Get your big save at River City Swing Sets with free installation on any swing set purchased just by saying, "Go River Dragons." Here's Swan moving it in. Wick line, right side, a shot blocked in front. River Sharks able to take it back out the other way. Up the left side, Klink driving wide. Wrist shot. Joseph the save at the right post, and he holds. 6:20 to go here in the first period. River Dragons, River Sharks are scoreless here at the Columbus Civic Center. Don't forget our next home game is coming up on Wednesday night. And that is against the Carolina Thunderbirds, 7:05. It is Pucks and Prayers night. We have a guest speaker, Pastor Kevin McDonald of Landmark Church. We also have Marvina Lilly performing, our musical guest and anthem singer that night. And it's a great night of faith and fellowship. We hope you can make it down here with us. Give us a call for more information. If you want to bring a group out, certainly give us a call, 706-507-4625. Klink at the line. He is ridden off the puck by Storjahan. Played back around the near side. And out to center, Wickline. Moving it on, right wing. Storjahan. High slot, wrist shot. Oh, he just missed the net. Nice job using Swan as a screen there. Puck played the other way. Klink at center, cutting at the line. Oh, how is that onside? Well, that's easy. It wasn't, but play continues. Elmira left side. Wickline tried to take it away down for the left point. There's a shot. That one is deflected wide. And actually, Karam's out of play. That took an unusual bounce. Joseph got a piece of the blocker. It hit the glass behind him, and then it just shot right out of play. So the faceoff will stay inside the River Dragon zone with 5:23 to go in this first period. Columbus is going to put out Jake Krupp along with Andrioli and Ryan Hunter. Bockwell and Popoff on the points. Draw is tied up. Elmira controls it now back to the left point. Swung around the wall by Parker. He's dumped by Krupp. Puck ends up at the right point now. River Sharks on it. Onto the right wing side. Here's a chance, but Demke unable to get a shot away, tied up as Andrioli able to backhand it out to center. Pickford will go back for it. Watched by Krupp on the forecheck. They'll turn it the other way. Peavy, lead pass on ahead, ends up on the right wing side. Demke put it wide of the goal. Krupp turns with it. He's looking ahead for Andrioli. Now Hunter, left side, in over the line with a wrist shot. That would have sticked away, and the rebound right off the glass is caught by Bernard, and he'll hold on. 4:41 left to go in this Chick-fil-A Midland first period. We are still looking for the first goal of the game. River Dragons leading the shots on goal parade 13-7, and we're back on the more in just a moment on Columbus.
Hey, my name is Justice, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A nugget trays is when it's time for football season and time to have the boys over, Chick-fil-A was it. You bite into it and it's juicy, you got flavors popping. Oh yeah, on any D-A-Y, I need CFA.
Hey y'all, my name is Soraya, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A nugget trays is how easy it is. That convenience of being able to order through the app is just unmatched. When I place that tray down, those nuggets won't be there for long. Everyone loves them.
At Beam, we take pride in being a part of our community, and we're committed to seeing it grow. We continually volunteer with organizations that are making a difference. Together, we are building a better community while building the best internet that exceeds the technology of metropolitan cities. But more importantly, one that connects us all. We want to ensure reliability. So for this reason, we're willing to go the extra mile. We aim to provide the community with high-quality internet and cable services, because we live here too.
Because at Beam, community is not just a place. It's the way we do business.
River Dragons hockey brought to you in part by BKI Accounting, a new age approach to old school accounting. They specialize in payroll, bookkeeping, income, and sales taxes for small business. Learn more at bkiaccounting.com. 4:41 to go in the first. River Dragons, River Sharks. Doesn't matter what river you're from, you haven't scored a goal yet. Shots are 13-7 in favor of Columbus. Drawn to the right of the Elmira net. Columbus trying to push it right in front there. More block to clearing attempt here. Elmira now does get it out to center. Pickford leads it up the left side. He'll cut wide of Underwood, tried to drive it on goal to the backhand, and he slid it wide on the far side. Not sure he really got much of an attempt off there. Now here's a chance near side. Peavy's shot carries to the far side wall. Vartiainen feeding it up to the point. Shot coming in. Bit of a bouncer, misses the net. Swan will chop it ahead. Moore, right side to McDonald. Moore continues to the net. McDonald waits, trying to feed it across. Pass is blocked. They'll put it back to Underwood. Underwood leaving for Shinkarik. Shinkarik over to Underwood. Underwood in trouble, lost it. Joseph there to bail him out. Plays it ahead. Petrantonio trying to play it up to himself here. Decides to go right side. There's nobody there, though. His mates are changing. Back in the left wing, Yarwood turns it over at the line. Petrantonio knocked it away to Underwood. But Elmira picks it off at center. Ford with a backhand pass. And now up the left wing. Yarwood leads the rush. In over the line. Toe drag, wrist shot, and right into the chest protector of Taylor Joseph. 3:33 to go in the first. River Dragons, River Sharks are scoreless. Draw to the right of the River Dragons net. first period intermission report brought to you by SunSouth John Deere. We're going to be joined by Jordan Popoff. First time this season, we'll get to hear from him. Columbus controlling the face-off. Bersani will backhand it down the ice. No icing. Petrantonio knocks down Ford in the corner. Ford is on top of the puck. He's in no hurry to move. Referee does not want to blow it dead. He's back up on his skates. Pulled out. Petrantonio. Short side, a shot there. And that one was fanned on by Slahetka. Now 3-on-2 the other way. Elmira in on the right wing side. Toe drag. Klink could not get to the front. Lets a shot go finally, but it was wide. Up top, Ford with a chance. Deflected away in front. Ends up in the far corner. Doe after it. Doe right up the middle. Lost it. Turned over in tight. And, oh boy, Slahetka had to hurry up and get back to take it away from Gaeta. There's another chance and a save of the right post. And Joseph able to cover. Bit of a scramble there, but Joseph keeps it out. And now Popoff getting in a shoving match with one of the River Sharks there at the side of the net. Trying to see who that is. It's Soilus. I think they're both going to earn 2, but boy, that could have turned into 5 except for the linesman getting in between them. .240 left to go in this first period. And it will be a pair of 2-minute minors. So we get a little 4-on-4 action here. 2 minutes for roughing. River Dragons push in. Here's Storjahan on the right side. He'll feed to the left point. Kept in there. And a shot by Slahetka hits a shin pad and goes all the way back down the ice. Shinkarik on it there. He'll try to fire it down. That one was blocked. Elmira quickly on the regroup here. We'll try a right side. And here's Gaeta looking to move in over the line. Bockwell stood him up. Columbus making their way through center. Pass ahead. Wickline on the left side. In over the line. Left side. Shinkarik cutting down low. In on goal. Off the bar. Oh, my goodness. Second post of the period for the Columbus River Dragons. Nifty little move. Shinkarik with speed. Cut right into his forehand left to right and put it off the pipe. He'll come back in again. Go to the right side. Curl, look for a little help. He's got a lot of room up top. He'll feed it towards the slot. Deflected by Elmira the other way. 1:25 to go in the period. 45 seconds of the 4-on-4. Klink in with a shot. Left pad save there. And the net is knocked off behind Joseph. Big crowd going to the front of the goal. Joseph able to make that stop. But then the net knocked off behind him. Faceoff's going to go outside. As they say, the River Sharks caused that. Boy, a really good crowd on hand here tonight. Have to give a little stick tap to the group sales department. And hey, if you want to bring your group out, it starts with just 10 or more people in your group. If you have 30 or more, on top of the normal perks that you can add onto a group night, there's even more you can do with bigger groups. So give us a call. We'll fill you in on all the details. 706-507-4625, 507-4625. And we'll get your group going. Come on out and enjoy some River Dragons hockey. Puck put right in front of the net. Ends up on the near side. Anderson trying to work his way free and flipped into space. Ends up towards the right point. Ford will keep in for Elmira on the backhand. Under a minute to go here in the first. In 15 seconds in this 4-on-4, McDonald back towards Underwood. Underwood behind the net. Bockwell has it chopped off his stick, but it gets away to center anyway. Now turned right back, and here's McDonald. McDonald up one-on-one. He'll protect the puck with his body. Pushed onto the wall near side. Fed up top. We go back to 5-on-5 now as the penalties expire. Elmira with it at center, and Underwood with a hit there. Knocks the man off the puck. Bach will try to step out. Soilus with it, poked away. Chance in space here, but the River Dragons can't get to it first. Underwood will get it across onto the far side. Pass up Petrantonio, a little tip into space, but that one never got through to Bersani. Now picked off, and here's Shinkarik, and he's got 5 seconds. Better hurry. Lets a wrister go, blocked to the wall, and that'll do it for the period. Well, the River Dragons just run out of time there. And last night, we had a couple of goals, one going each way in the first period. Tonight, no scoring to open things up here. As the two teams head off into the locker room. 20 minutes in the books. I don't know if you prefer last night's first or tonight's first period if you're the River Dragons. Either way, I'm sure you would like to be leading. But at this point, I think you look at it and say, you know what? If you're Elmira, that is the period they wanted. They liked the simple road period. They had some scoring chances. In fact, they caught up in the shots on goal department a little bit later in the period to almost even it up. Each team had a power play. Neither one cashed in. And right now, we've still got a little chatting going on at center ice here. The referees are still talking, but now finally everybody's left the playing surface. Didn't see anyone go over to the scorer's table, so I am just going to assume they're not laying any penalties out at the end of that period. However, well, keep your eyes peeled. It has the potential to get feisty. It certainly did yesterday, that's for sure. So, all right, we've got 20 minutes in the books. Let's take a break. When we come back, it'll be time for the first period intermission report brought to you by Sun South John Deere Equipment for those that do. And on the other side of the break, we're going to be joined by defenseman Jordan Popoff. Stay tuned for that interview coming up next on River Dragons Hockey.
You know John Deere means quality and reliability in the field. But did you know just how affordable quality equipment can be? Right now at Sun South, when you come in for a test drive on a new 1 through 3 Series tractor, we'll give you a free John Deere hat and mug. And check out the John Deere 1 Series tractors at Sun South for as low as $150 a month. Don't compromise on quality. Visit Sun South today. Equipment for those that do.
Restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Expires January 31, 2024.
Columbus Diagnostic Center, the area's clear choice for diagnostic imaging. CDC Northside features the area's first and only 3T MRI, the most powerful MRI available, and our new 64-slice CT scanner, cutting-edge imaging that's available at both locations. For over 30 years, patient comfort, lower costs, and uncompromising dedication remain our clearer results for a more accurate diagnosis. Columbus Diagnostic Center and CDC Northside, technology with the human touch.
It's the 5th anniversary season of Columbus River Dragons hockey, and RiverDragonsMerch.com has everything you need, including our new limited edition anniversary look. OurDragonsMerch.com has something for all ages, with a variety of hats, shirts, jackets, and more. Plus, cool souvenir items like the always popular fan chains, pucks, and keychains. Want to order a gift for someone? We'll ship it for you. Just go online to OurDragonsMerch.com.
If you're looking for quality dental work,
here he comes, boys.
Sure is beautiful.
Here it is, boys. Who's ready to put it to work? Me. Here he comes, boys.
Sure is beautiful.
Here it is, boys. Who's ready to put it to work? Me. There's only one way to settle this. Rock. Where'd he come from? I win.
Never saw him coming.
Must be the camo.
Drive off in a new John Deere from Sun South right now with 0% financing on select models. Sun South, equipment for those that do.
We all dream. But dreams quickly become distant memories unless we do something about it. Do everything in our power to learn to lead. At Troy University, we teach everyone to be leaders in their field. We're dedicated to teaching a new generation to lead change.
On this roster, talk to us about your journey and how you ended up in Columbus this season.
Kind of a crazy story. I don't know if we have enough time to get into all of it, but honestly, just super excited to be here, super lucky to be here. The boys are awesome. Coach is beauty. I don't know what more to say. Just super lucky to be here.
Was it you making a call here? Did someone call you? How did that work?
So I actually, well, we'll get into the nitty gritty here, I guess, but it kind of a crazy story. I introduced myself to Coach Bouchard just outside the bus after a game one time. And he asked for a shot, and he's he kind of just like talked to him from the heart, and I think he kind of respected the move. So, we kind of continued talks from there, and then ended up landing in Columbus, giving me a shot, gave me a look, and just kind of, I guess, made the most of it. So
coming in now, what was your talk with Coach Bouchard about what your role might be and what he expected out of you?
He was looking for a physical demon that could step up on forwards of the blue line, and honestly, that's my game in a nutshell. That's all I really ever did in college, and so he wanted that simple physical style, and so when I heard that, I knew I could definitely make the most of the opportunity. But I think from right now, it's just keeping it simple, playing physical, hard-nosed defense, and if anything extra can come along, that's great. But it's got to be that foundation of simple, hard-nosed defense.
I know you also endeared yourself to fans right away. 2 assists in that first game too. A little offensive side of you, huh?
Yeah, that's not going to happen very often, putting up numbers, but it's nice to see, I guess. But it's not my job.
All right. Well, then, just looking forward here with Columbus, Elmira again. They gave you a tough run last night. I mean, what is it about this River Sharks team, and what do you need to do for the win?
They're just a passionate group, and they play with a lot of heart, and they got some sneaky skill. So we can't take them lightly, but it's about just playing our game, and we know how good we are. We just have to show up to the rink and put in a full 60, and there's no one in the league that can keep up with us. So.
All right, Jordan, thanks for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Back with more of the first intermission report in just a moment.
There's only one way to settle this. Where'd he come from? I win.
Never saw him coming.
Must be the camo.
Drive off in a new John Deere from SunSouth right now with 0% financing on select models. SunSouth, equipment for those that do.
For a limited time, get super fast internet and YouTube TV starting at just $82.98 per month.
Peppermint season is back at Tim Hortons with even more peppermint flavor. It's the tastiest, mintiest way to cheers the holidays. 'Tis the season to treat yourself with any $1 medium latte when you order on the app. Only at Tim Hortons.
Hi-ho, your gas is getting low, but you're in luck. Pull your car or truck into Zelmo's.
This month at Zelmo's, all Celsius energy drinks, 2 for $4.
But you're in luck. Pull your car or truck into Zelmo's.
Always clean, always fast, always friendly. Zelmo's Zip In, fueling life's passions for 20 years.
dragonsmerch.com.
All right, welcome back. Here in the first period intermission report brought to you by SunSouth John Deere, and we are midway through this first period intermission. Scoreless between the River Dragons and the River Sharks. So no goals to tell you about from that first period. Each team had a power play chance. In fact, the River Dragons opened up the period on the power play because of a pregame warm-up violation by the River Sharks, and leaving the ice late was Stephen Ford. So they end up with what is technically a bench minor, but Ford serves it. And Shinkarik would take a boarding minor at 4:19, but those are the only power plays of the period, so both teams go 0 for 1. Shots in the period favored the River Dragons for a while, but Elmira caught up towards the end. They finished 13 for Columbus and 11 for Elmira. And right now, we had a 4-on-4 towards the end of the period. No scoring there. A couple of opportunities, and the River Dragons have hit a couple of goal posts already in this game. And as a matter of fact, they've actually hit 3 now that I think about it. And you know what? For Columbus, you hope that's not indicative of how the game's going to go for you, but you got to feel good that you're getting your chances towards the net. A couple of grade A's tossed in there, but so far the goaltenders have stood tall on either end of the ice. Let's take a look at the Zelmo's Zip In out-of-town scoreboard, and as we take a look in the FPHL, everybody is in action tonight except the Carolina Thunderbirds. Port Huron got underway a little bit earlier tonight as they were a 6 o'clock start. And the Prowlers with a 4-2 lead at McMorran Arena over the Watertown Wolves. And then elsewhere in the FPHL, we've got Motor City and Blue Ridge tied up at 1. Binghamton and Danbury tied up at 1. Baton Rouge out to an early 2-0 lead over Mississippi in that game. In the National Hockey League finals from earlier today, Capitals 3-2 over the Rangers. Canucks blanked the Sabres 1-0. Senators 5-4 winners over the Sharks. In the third period, the Devils 3-1 up on the Panthers. After 1, 2-0 Hurricanes lead the Penguins. Kraken and Blue Jackets are tied at 2. Kings and Red Wings 1-1 tie after 1. Canadians up 1-0 on the Oilers after 1. Cole Caulfield is 12th. Heading into the second, Ducks and Lightning are scoreless. Leafs with a 3-0 lead over the Avalanche. 1-0 Flyers lead the Jets. Coming up at 8, you got Stars at Blackhawks, Coyotes at Wild, Islanders at Preds, Bruins at Blues, and at 10 o'clock, Flames are at the Golden Knights. Then in the National Football League here tonight already, the Cleveland Browns sent packing by the Houston Texans, 45-14, the final in that AFC wildcard matchup. Coming up here at the top of the hour, we're kicking off the Dolphins and the Chiefs. Finally, as we take a look over at college basketball, we'll catch up and see here late in the second half. Number 8 Arizona is down by 3 to Washington State, 67-64, under a minute to go there. Also in the second half, number 2 Houston trails TCU 57-52. Number 16 Auburn up 83-73 on LSU. Number 25 Texas trailing West Virginia late in the second half, 65-60. 8 o'clock tip, Cincinnati's at number 14 Baylor. Finals from earlier today, number 5 Tennessee beat Georgia. Number 7 North Carolina over Syracuse. Number 15 Wisconsin beat Northwestern. Number 22 Creighton beat St. John's. Number 3, Kansas, 78-66 winners over number 9, Oklahoma. In overtime, Texas A&M upsets number 6, Kentucky, 97-92. And another upset, New Mexico beats number 19, San Diego State today, 88-70. Number 1, Purdue handles Penn State, 95-78. Number 20, Utah State beats UNLV. Number 21, Clemson beats Boston College. Number 18, BYU beats UCF. And number 11, Duke, 84-79 winners over Georgia Tech. That's it for our out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Zelmo's Zip In. We'll take one more break here in the Sun South John Deere first period intermission report. And when we come back, time for second period action. Skating 5 aside.
Peppermint season is back at Tim Hortons with even more peppermint flavor. It's the tastiest, mintiest way to cheers the holidays. 'Tis the season to treat yourself with any $1 medium latte when you order on the app. Only at Tim Hortons.
Watch out, watch out.
Ew. She said yes. Yeah.
So fast, so reliable, so much to love. For a limited time, get Internet 1 gig for just $50 a month.
Wow.
Here he comes, boys.
Sure is beautiful.
Here it is, boys. Who's ready to put it to work? Shirts, jackets, and more. Plus, cool souvenir items like the always popular fan chains, pucks, and keychains. Want to order a gift for someone? We'll ship it for you. Just go online to ourdragonsmerch.com.
For Beam, community isn't just a place, it's a state of mind. We believe that when we care together, work together, and even cheer for our favorite teams together, we are closer to what counts. Beam has been improving the way we connect since 1964, not just with technology, but with our communities and with each other, because at Beam, community is not just a place, it's the way we do business. Beam, bringing East Alabama more. It's in our name.
Columbus Diagnostic Center, the area's clear choice for diagnostic imaging. CDC Northside features the area's first and only 3T MRI, the most powerful MRI available, and our new 64-slice CT scanner, cutting-edge imaging that's available at both locations. For over 30 years, patient comfort, lower costs, and uncompromising dedication remain our top priority. Clearer results for a more accurate diagnosis. Columbus Diagnostic Center and CDC Northside, technology with a human touch.
An injury can be a game changer. That's why Houston Sports Medicine Team provides urgent ortho care, Saturday morning injury clinics during hockey season, and an emergency room at Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. An injury can be a game changer, and immediate evaluation and care can be a game changer too. For more information, go to houston.com or call 706-324-6661.
And indeed, we are back, getting ready for second period action. River Dragons against the Elmira River Sharks. Here at the Columbus Civic Center, Tom Callahan here with you. Thank you so much for joining me as we're getting set to get underway here with the River Dragons rolling right to left in front of the broadcast booth here. From our perch high atop the Columbus Civic Center. It's a great broadcast location. This is a great building for hockey, honestly. Columbus has got a little gem sitting here. Right at the end of Veterans. Parking is free. The ticket prices are reasonable. You can get in the building for $9. $13 if you want to sit a little closer to the ice. Not bad at all. 5-on-5. We shall begin this period. And let's see what the River Dragons are going to do. as far as, well, it looks like they're going to send out the McDonald line to start things off here. Now, we told you pregame that Columbus was missing a couple of players due to sickness. So again, no Ryan Gill tonight and no Alexander Jemaev tonight. Jay Krupp is back in the lineup wearing number 22. He is out there tonight for the River Dragons. A little bit of a bug running through the locker room right now. I know Jemaev was struggling a little bit last night, but at least got to play. Just unable to go tonight. All right, so we'll get it underway with a face-off at center, 5-on-5. And McDonald wins that draw back all the way down the ice. Joseph will leave it there. Slahetka loops by, and he'll come up the right side. Here's Slahetka with a pass on to the wing. And here's Hunter in behind the D. Ryan Hunter in on goal, and he shot it wide. Stick side rebound right to McDonald. Save made. Puts it up to the right point. Columbus going to work. There's a chance by Moore. That one fought off by the blocker. Out comes Slahetka. Turns it on goal. Another blocker save. Moore on the rebound near corner. He'll feed it back to the right point. Left point now, Slahetka. Wrister. Blocker save once more. Hunter on the left half wall. Turns it on goal and a save. Once again, busy start to the period here for Sammy Bernard. Turned back by the River Sharks, but they did not get a shot out of that. And right back comes Columbus. Played ahead at the line, and Moore would have been offside. He had to stop there. Shinkarik tried to get the puck to him. A little bit of a cluster on the change there, but they figure it out. Elmira dumps it in. Joseph out to play it, lost it into the corner. Soilus tried to center it. That one taken away by Underwood. Backhanded towards line, not out. Kept in up high in the slot. A shot by Klink, blocked by traffic. Underwood up the right side. Petrantonio ahead with Doe. Doe off the toe of a stick, chasing onto the left wing. Into the Elmira zone it goes. Rogers around in the backhand. Onto the far side. Gaeta tipping it on. Soilus on the left wing leading the rush. In over the line. Try to wrist shot. That one pinballs back towards the blue line. Petrantonio trying to move it on the wing. Turned over to Klink. Klink with a wrister. Left pad save there by Joseph. Puck is free at the near side. Ends up at the point. Shot coming in is blocked by Petrantonio. Now a race for it. Petrantonio can't win it as he was tied up. Doe ends up with it, lost it. Gaeta moving it ahead. Here's Klink, right wing with some room and a wrister. Save Joseph, he kicks it out of play. Wow, wide open in the first minute. 56 seconds of period number 2 to start things off. Holy cow. Did not see this kind of Wild West approach to the game coming. I'll tell you that much. Draw to the left of Taylor Joseph. Tied up on the circle, one back. Here's Shinkarik. On the right side, he'll move it ahead. That lead pass missed Andrioli, that's icing. So let's go back to the River Dragons end and drop it again. Andrioli talking to Popoff here right now. Stordahan over there. They're going to put the face-off on the far side of the ice. Wickline and Shinkarik complete the 5-man unit out there. Peavy tried to jump in early, and now they got to back up. One of the River Dragons out of the circle. That was Wickline trying to creep in early. Andrioli on the near side. He'll one-hand that puck away to center. Turn back inside the Columbus line. Near side, here's Popoff getting it ahead, and now Columbus with numbers. If they hurry, left side, Wickline in, feeds into the slot, shot by Stordahan. That one is cleared away to the glass. Wickline on the rebound behind the net. Out the far side with it. Wickline on the wall, pinched off there. Peavy the other way. He has ridden off. Nice job of the back check by Stordahan. Popoff. We'll look ahead onto the left side. Stordahan in over the line, try to feed it across off a skate. It goes out of the zone. Andrioli steps into his man, dumps it back in. Not very deep, though. Stretch missed the other way. That could be icing, and it is. 2:51 into the second. Columbus is going to change up the line here. McDonald, Moore, and Hunter out up front. Slahetka and Underwood will man the points. Face off to the left side of Sammy Bernard in the River Sharks net. McDonald in for the face-off and across from Peavy. And McDonald out. Hunter in. Pushed over to the far side and hard around the rim it goes towards the near point, but Slahetka battling to keep it in against Demke. Now it's flipped to an open wing and does just get to center. Moving it ahead on the left side, PV in with a wrist shot. Blocker save Joseph. Rebound off the end wall. Played back onto the near side boards. Hunter getting it back across in front of the net. Lead pass to center finds McDonald. He moves in, has help, feeds over Moore. In with a shot, save made Bernard as Moore trying to go 5-hole. Sent back to center ice. Underwood turning it back in. Popped out of the air. Bounces right back to center. That is, well, they let it go. Thought it was played with a high stick. No whistle. 3.5 gone in the second. Scoreless between Elmira and Columbus. Second and final meeting of the year between these two teams. Lead pass right side for Hunter. Banks away from him. Goes right in on goal. And that'll be held by Bernard. Right now, Ford lobbing the linesman for something. I don't know what it is, but he's really working his case pretty hard down there. But the face-off is going to be to the left of the Elmira net. Columbus wins the draw back, shot through traffic, and that one is tipped just wide on the way through. Krupp getting it over, now getting it back near side. Krupp with traffic in front, his shot hit a leg. Right point, Bockwell backhanding it around behind the net. Swan tripped up over there, no call. Ford plays it up the near side boards. Flipped out to center, a bouncing puck comes back down by Bockwell, who sends it right back in. And now on the right side, no, they say it's offside. Okay, Bersani and Krupp have to clear. That allows time for Wilson to try to wind it up at center, but he turns it over, and here's Sequoia Swan back into the right side. He'll one-hand it on to the near wing. Krupp on the backhand, punching it back behind the net. Swan loops after it, leaving it near side, trying to get it through to Krupp, could not. And that one is flipped away to center. Shinkarik, hard bank pass there near side. Krupp gets it over. Swan into space, picked off by Yarwood. Dumped in again, River Dragons going for the change here. Krupp stays up on the forecheck. Not quite 5 minutes into the second period, still no score. Big hit on the near, oh, late penalty call. Late. As Swan ran into Ford. Krupp has something to say to Ford on his way to the bench. Swan's going to get 2 for interference, and now we got some jawing going on just inside the line. And I believe that's Soilus trying to get at, I'm not entirely sure who. I think he's trying to go after Krupp, but he's got a lot of people in between him and Krupp. Whatever it is, he's pretty worked up. I didn't see what transpired there. Soilus might have worked himself right into a penalty. Yep, he's going to the box. That might have just killed off a potential power play. I'm pretty sure Elmira was going to get one. It was an interference call against Sequoia Swan at 4:56. I'm guessing Soilus is picking up either roughing or unsportsmanlike here. But they've got 2 minutes up for him on the board as well. So, yep, 4-on-4 more than likely. And if you're Elmira, boy, if you're head coach Tyler Jurich, you got to be upset at that. He had a power play coming at a really important juncture. Now another player goes into the box for the River Sharks. That's Yarwood. I'm not sure if he's going in to serve something. So perhaps Soyless might have picked up a misconduct. And Yarwood ends up going in to serve it. We'll have to find out here. They're still talking about it in front of the referee's crease. Not quite 5 minutes into the second period. Right now we just have 2 minutes up for Swan, and that initial call was interference. So I can tell you that much. Soyless picked up 2 by not calming himself down there and continuing to try to go after different River Dragons, including Krupp. He picks up a roughing call. Nothing further, so I'm curious to know why Yarwood went into the box. Unless Yarwood perhaps picked himself up. Potentially a 10. So 4-on-4. River Dragons cough it up, and now a break the other way. Here's a breakaway for Klink, moving it on goal to the backhand. Shot down by the right pad of Joseph. Great save right there. Taylor Joseph. That one is dumped back in by the River Dragons as we're now 4-on-4. Boy, oh boy, that was a huge moment right there. Elmira trying to bring it ahead. And it's taken away, and now Austin Doe with a breakaway. Doe moving it on goal, shoots in. It's stopped by Bernard, got a piece with a stick. Cleared back out the other way. Each team with a breakaway in this 4-on-4. Neither able to convert. Gaeta turning it back in on the left side. He'll leave it on the wall, pass right in front. Oh boy, Petrantonio stopped that from going in, and now 2-on-1 the other way. McDonald with Petrantonio, gives it to him. Petrantonio in with a shot, save, rebound. McDonald scores! Petrantonio's initial shot hit the blocker of Bernard and leaked through. It was sitting behind the River Sharks goaltender in the goal crease. McDonald was able to get to the rebound and fires it home. 1-0 River Dragons. Justin McDonald now has points in 14 straight games. That's his 16th goal of the season at 6-11. Of the second period from Petrantonio. Four continues, and now here's Columbus in again. This time it's Kyle Moore. Weaving up top in the zone. Moore steps around one to the backhand, leaves it left point to Bockwell. Bockwell, Moore on the left half wall. Up to the right point. There's a shot by Underwood, deflected away into the corner. Picked up by Peavy, but the net comes off. Behind Bernard in the River Sharks goal. 4 seconds to go on the 4-on-4. 6:52 into the second period. River Dragons finally on the board. Justin McDonald. The point streak is now 14 games. The lead is 1-0. This is River Dragons hockey.
Honey, what is that?
It's our new internet. I had to have it.
Oh, wow.
Good internet.
Good internet.
Choose WOW and get Internet 500 for just $39.99 a month and get $100 on us.
Wow.
So fast, so reliable, so much to love. For a limited time, get Internet 1 gig for just $50 a month.
Wow. Honey, what is that?
It's our new internet. I had to have it.
Oh, wow.
Justin McDonald with the goal.
Choose WOW
to give the
and get
River
Internet
Dragons a
500 for just
1-0 lead.
$39.99 a month and get $100
His
on us.
16th of the season, 46th point of the campaign. Josh Petrantonio with the assist. River Dragons up 1-0 here. 4 seconds to go on a 4-on-4. And then Swan and Soilis will come out of the box at the same time. I'm kind of curious. They were jawing at each other when they went in. We definitely need to keep an eye on those two as they come out. Face-off is controlled by Columbus, put right in front, just past Storjahan. Storjahan will keep it in the slot, though. And here we go, yep. Swan and Soilis were talking about it when they got out. And actually, oh no, it's not. It's going to be Swanson who comes in and leads with an elbow smash on Swan. He goes in there. He and Swanson start throwing the rights. And Swan gets a right in. Swanson trying to get a couple of short ones in there. And Swan getting the jersey up over his head, and the linesmen step in. As Swan jerseys up Swanson. That was a pretty good tilt right there. So they'll both get 5 for fighting. I tell you what, Swanson came in leading with that elbow. He really attacked Sequoia Swan, came in at him with pretty good speed, and of course there's no real rules of how to tie up and engage, but boy, he led with a elbow smash. I remember when that first became popular in MMA, and before the NHL outlawed the use of the elbow smash, because your elbow pads are also really, really hard pieces of plastic. But there was a San Jose Sharks skater we'll talk about in a minute. Here's a breakaway for Klink right off the faceoff, and he shot it high. Around the rim it goes. But Staubitz actually got in a fight with Jordan Tutu of the Predators and brought Tutu, who was a little bit smaller guy, was able to bring him in close, which is what Tutu liked to do. He liked to try to get in close because he was a little bit smaller guy. He liked to get underneath, and that was a very effective fighting style for him. Staubitz caught him in short with elbow smashes right to the face. And that fight alone went a long way towards the banning of the elbow smash in the NHL during a fight, as Andrioli's shot from the wing is caught and held by Bernard. And, well, here we go. We got them coming together on the far side. Well, the linesmen are going to be busy tonight. But the elbow smashes from Staubitz caught Tutu by surprise. No one had really seen it till then. Like I say, that had just become popular in MMA at the time. But it was very quickly legislated out of fighting in the NHL. And that was just what that reminded me of a little bit there. Seeing Jesse Swanson go leading in with the elbow like that, trying to throw the elbow smash, that very much reminded me of that particular moment. So I honestly don't know if the FPHL permits that or not when engaged in a fight. And the reason the NHL had nothing about it is because they didn't see it coming and had no idea. And then once it happened, well, then they said, okay, no, we're not going to allow this. But when Staubitz did it, it was, I guess, for lack of a better term, a legal fighting tactic. Right now, the River Dragons pursuing the puck. Back into their own zone. Shinkarik up the right side. McDonald will flip that one out to center. A rolling puck forward. Has Hunter right there in the back door. Has to swing away from him. Lead on to the right side. Wilson will deflect it on in. Try to set it up in the Columbus zone. Looking for a little bit of help here. Far side Davidson leaving it to the side of the net, but Shinkarik took it away. Ahead to Hunter. Hunter's got some help. In on the left side. Hunter, cross ice feed. Deflected away to the corner. Moore feeds it around the wall. Takes a bump. Up to the left point, Bockwell. Bockwell feeds it down looking for a bounce. Trying to get it through to McDonald on a pass there. Ford tied up. Ryan Hunter over to help out in the corner. McDonald trying to pull it free back there. Boy, McDonald, what great job to work it free to Hunter. Hunter to the left point, Bockwell. Bockwell looking for a tip. Send it behind the net. Here's Petrantonio out there on the line change. Getting it back up to the left point to Bockwell. Over to the right side. And that one is sent again off the end wall. Ends up on the near side. Petrantonio to the left point again. Bockwell will try a shot. Helmet comes off into the River Sharks. And the puck free in front of McDonald. He scores. It caused a 5-on-4. The helmet was knocked off of Ford. And Ford had to race out of the zone. Otherwise, it's a penalty. Well, a shot. The River Dragons, this whole shift, for whatever reason, decided they were going to try to bounce him off the boards in front. That time it worked. Went right to Justin McDonald. And the goaltender, Bernard, was on the right side. McDonald on the left had a wide open net. And J-Max got his second of the game. It's 2-0 Columbus. That looked like a very focused effort by the River Dragons to continue bouncing pucks off the end wall. Hunter and Bockwell the assist as the River Dragons step back in again on the right side. Centering attempt went off Austin Doe right up the slot. Kept in by Slaheka. River Dragons put it in the slot, but that one is taken away. And out the right side, Soilis trying to cut in wide to the right wing. Sends it in front. Joseph knocks it away. Back to the corner. Soilis up top, and that pass deflects. Ends up on the near wing. Underwood can't clear the zone, but now it's sent ahead. Bersani ends up with it. Bersani inside his own line leaves it off to Slaheka. Slaheka's got some time. He'll move it up the left side himself. Sends it around the rim. And off of Krupp, Storjahan keeping it in. Storjahan back through the skates of Krupp on the right wing. Merkel trying to play it ahead. Back to the right side, pass ahead, and now the River Sharks look to move in, but Parker cut off, puck turned over. Left wing side, here's Wickline moving in. Storjahan, left wing corner, has to curl back up, looking for some help. Now feeds it in front, Wickline a shot, save made in front, and the backhand denied as well by Bernard. But now it looks like we're going to get a penalty, a cross-checking call, and perhaps the River Dragons to the power play. We'll tell you about it when we come back. 9:08 to go in the second, 2-0 Columbus. This is River Dragons hockey.
Watch out, watch out.
Yeah, she said yes. Yeah.
So fast, so reliable, so much to love. For a limited time, get Internet 1 gig for just $50 a month.
Wow.
Applebee's all-you-can-eat riblets, shrimp, and boneless wings are back for just $14.99. Applebee's. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
For a limited time, get super fast internet and YouTube TV starting at just $82.98 per month.
Wow.
Watch out, watch out.
Yeah, she said yes. Yeah.
So fast, so reliable, so much to love. For a limited time, get Internet 1 gig for just $50 a month.
No, it's not military night yet. Military night is coming up on February 3rd, but we have Chaos Company 1A1 in the house tonight, and that was all them reciting the Soldier's Creed. Boy, oh boy, what a tremendous thing it is to hear and to feel that energy in person here in the building. As the River Dragons on to the power play here, brought to you by The Loft. We'll tell you about it here in just a moment. Cross-checking the call, and the puck to the left point. Bockel with the shot in off of Krupp. Krupp on the rebound. Couldn't get it to go as he had his stick tied up, cleared down. The Loft features live music every Friday and Saturday night. Show your River Dragons ticket stub for a 2-for-1 deal on cover. And tonight, post-game party with the River Dragons at The Loft. It is a 21 and over event. River Sharks trying to clear it out here. Left point, Bockwell cannot hold it in as the puck punched back down the ice. Underwood will have to leave it off. 1:15 to go on the man advantage. Flip into space, right side. Quick line on it, getting it across to Krupp. Krupp crossing with Hunter. Left side, Krupp curls up to the point on the left wing. Chips it towards Wickline. Wickline looking for help. Bockwell all the way down low into the corner as it's cleared up top. Krupp cutting it off. He'll hold it in. Backdoor feed, a tip save made. Rebound on the backhand. Hunter couldn't get it to go. Great deflection in front as that one is cleared down the ice. Joseph out to leave it for Shinkarik. 44 seconds in the power play as Columbus changing up the unit. Shinkarik wheeling it over the line. Right side. Curls up top looking for help. Storjahan out. McDonald. Slahetka now out there as well. McDonald on the right side. He's got two in front. Storjahan with a tip, and he scores! What a great pass by McDonald. Storjahan right at the hash marks on the near side. Deflects it inside that post to the right of the goaltender, Bernard. Nothing he could do about that. Absolutely fantastic passing play. And a power play goal for the River Dragons, and it's 3-0. .12:23 time of the goal. McDonald and Shinkarik should pick up the assists on that goal. For Storjahan, it's his 9th of the year. River Dragons keeping the pressure, but an errant pass now out to center. Puck goes all the way down the ice. Shinkarik's got to go back after it. River Dragons have scored twice since that scrap. Really got him fired up. There's a bank pass down, just misses Swan, speaking of which. 7 minutes even to go here in the second. McDonald's got a 3-point night. McDonald and Klink. I tell you what, Stephen Klink, the boys liked him while he was here. He's a good dude. He even helped us out on camera one night. And he's leading this River Sharks team in points, and not one single guy from the Columbus side has gone easy on him this weekend. But it's like that adversarial little brother relationship. Number one, they know he's the guy they got to keep off the score sheet. But number two, just respect for the effort and everything he's done, the way he does it, and what he's meant to this River Sharks team. I mean, you might see that, and you might see it happening and think to yourself, well, why are they focusing on him? Well, in a lot of ways, it's respect, because you know he's the guy who can hurt you the most. But that means you got to minimize the threat. River Dragons at center, trying to avoid some pressure here. They'll bank it back into the River Sharks end. Rogers will feed it back across. And a heavy hit on the far side by Moore. Puck turned over at center. It is dumped in, and Karam's right back out. Shinkarik will dump it in. Columbus heads through the change. 6:24 to go in the second. 3-0 River Dragons. McDonald's got two. Storjahan the other. Klinkle backhanded into the far side. Guyetta trying to pull it free. Instead, it ends up with Andrioli, who gets it over the line. Merkel dumping it in, far side corner. And now a heavy hit on the far side wall. River Dragons trying to move the puck out of the zone here. A little slow to do so. But Columbus is picking up the hitting here. They're finishing their checks. Here's Bersani chasing the puck all the way down low. Feeds it in front for Doe, and he shoved it across the crease. It went out the other side. Davidson on the puck. Heavy hit the far side, Andrioli. And now Andrioli gets shoved in the back. And now Underwood has something to say to Davidson about it. Doesn't like it. That he gave the cross check to Andrioli. It's getting a little vicious out there. There's a chance in front, tipped away in front of Joseph, ends up in the near side corner. Wilson, he gets a rough ride into the glass. Wilson on the right side, on the wing with a wrist shot, missed the net, around it goes. Kept up at the left point, Rogers, and he is forced out to center by Andrioli, who closed him down as quickly as he could. Now turned over to Bersani on the right side. Bersani knocked down off the puck. Lost his stick in the process. He'll head to the bench. But on the forecheck, stolen away by Wickline. Tried to center. There was nobody in the slot for it. Clinked the other way, and now Elmira's trying to hang some players, looking for breakaway chances here. And it becomes live by the sword, die by the sword. Columbus fans are very familiar with this. We see it all the time in the Mississippi Seawolves, who score a lot but give up even more. Klink into the left side corner. Trying to spin his way free over there. He's tied up. Bach will in his skates, backhanding it around, but it's cut off forward. Left side corner, getting it up top. Klink into the slot. Guy had a shot. Left pad save. Rebound. They score. Ford puts it away, and finally the River Sharks are on the board with 4:15 to go in the second. It's a 3-1 game. Ford very excited for that goal. And that is his third of the year. Fans really, I'll tell you what, the fans are into this game tonight. There's been energy here, and I credit the fans here in Columbus from the get-go. This crowd has been into it. So Klink, a guy out of the assists. We get a whistle and a break here. 4:03 to go in the second period. River Dragons with a 3-1 lead. We're back with more in just a moment. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Honey, what is that?
It's our new internet. I had to have it.
Oh, wow.
Good internet.
Good internet.
Choose WOW and get Internet 500 for just $39.99 a month and get $100 on us.
Wow.
Here he comes, boys.
Sure is beautiful.
Here it is, boys. Who's ready to put it to work? Me. There's only one way to settle this. Where'd he come from? I win.
Never saw him coming.
Must be the camo.
Drive off in a new John Deere from SunSouth right now with 0% financing on select models. SunSouth, equipment for those that do.
For a limited time, get super fast internet and YouTube TV starting at just $82.98 per month.
Wow. Honey, what is that?
It's our new internet. I had to have it.
Well, this is going to get interesting, folks. 4:03 to go in the second.
Choose
River
WOW
Dragons have
and
a
get Internet
3-1
500
lead.
for just $39.99
Jake
a
Krupp
month and get $100 on us.
Is absolutely on fire. And Taylor Joseph, if you've ever seen T-Joe, like
Sure
the
is
commercial breaks, he'll
beautiful.
come over, he kneels
Here
on the
it is,
face-off
boys.
top.
Who's ready to put it to
Apparently,
work?
he
Me.
just got
There's
pushed
only one way to settle this.
by one of the River Sharks, and that is
Where'd he come
ignited
from?
the fuse.
I win.
Never saw him coming.
Krupp right now is
Must
talking to
be the
Swanson,
camo.
and they're going to escort Swanson
Drive
back
off in a
the
new
ice.
John
He
Deere
came
from
out late for a
SunSouth right
change.
now with 0% financing on
Swanson
select models. SunSouth, equipment for those that do.
And they're having trouble getting Swanson to sit back on the bench.
For a limited time, get super fast internet and YouTube
This
TV starting at just
has the
$82.98
potential to
per
get
month.
real ugly real fast.
Honey, what is that?
It's our new internet.
Because you
I
do
had
not
to
touch
have
the
it.
other team's goalie. Unless you want a proportionate response.
Choose WOW and get Internet
All right, well,
500 for
let's
just
see.
$39.99 a month and get $100
Puck is
on us.
dropped. Wow. More over to the right side. He's going to keep the
Here he
puck in
comes,
deep. Of course,
boys.
the easiest way.
Sure is beautiful.
The mouths closed.
Here it
on
is,
the
boys.
ability
Who's ready to
for
put it to work?
score more
Me.
goals.
There's only one way to settle
Keeping
this.
it in up top. Go to the right side. Norwood backhands it away.
Where'd he come from? I win.
Tried to finish his check
Never
there.
saw him coming.
Must be the camo.
Drive off in a new John Deere from SunSouth right now with 0% financing on select models.
And now,
SunSouth, equipment for those that do.
Cutter on the right wing side, cutting wide, and he is hip checked down to the ice. Moore after the puck on the near wing, picked out by Krupp. Krupp looking for help up front.
For a limited time,
Feed
get
it
super
back
fast
around the
internet
wall.
and
Moore
YouTube
lets
TV
it go
starting at
onto the
just
right side corner.
$82.98 per month.
Centering attempt and free. Moore a shot save
what is
made.
that?
Rebound
It's
behind
our
the
new
net.
internet.
Left
I
over
had
for
to
Krupp.
have it.
Down for the right point. Slahecka pinching. Keeping it
Good
in. Tied
internet.
up on the half boards. Slahecka
Choose
knocked
WOW
down.
and get Internet
Krupp
500 for just
battling to keep it in
$39.99
up
a
on the
month and
boards
get
as
$100
well.
on
Now it's chipped
us.
down to center. Moore back there covering. And as the River Dragons change,
Here he
they'll send it
comes,
on back to
boys.
Shinkarri.
Sure is
Under 3
beautiful.
to go in the second.
Here it is,
3-1
boys. Who's
Columbus.
ready to put it to work?
Shinkarri
Me.
stands on a pass.
There's only one way to
Underwood's
settle
going to come
this.
back over to help him out. Bersani getting it up the right
Where'd
side.
he come
Patrick
from?
Antonio trying to chip it
I
into
win.
himself. Could not. As it's
Never
dumped
saw
into
him
center.
coming.
Must be the camo.
Bernard out to leave it behind
Drive
the net.
off in a new
Backhands
John
it
Deere
around
from
to the glass.
SunSouth right now
Petrantonio
with
waiting
0%
for it.
financing on select
Petrantonio
models.
tied up on the
SunSouth,
boards by
equipment
Peavy.
for those that do.
Doe trying to keep it deep. Here's Petrantonio moving it in, cutting in front over to Doe, bouncing puck off the back of the net. Doe on his own rebound. Doe to the left point, shot coming in by
For a limited time,
Blockwell,
get
and the
super fast
save
internet
made
and
by
YouTube TV
Bernard.
starting
No
at just
rebound.
$82.98 per month.
Honey, what is that?
It's our new internet. I had to have it.
2:18 to go on the second.
Good internet.
3-1 River Dragons.
Choose WOW and get Internet 500 for just $39.99 a month and get $100 on us.
Here he comes, boys.
Sure is beautiful.
Here it is, boys. Who's ready to put it to work? Me. There's only one way to
the
settle
right of the
this.
River Sharks goal.
Where'd he come from? I win.
Never saw him coming.
Must be the camo.
Drive off in a new John Deere from SunSouth right now with 0% financing on select models. SunSouth, equipment for those that do.
They'll try to put it to the point shot coming in. Traffic in front. Save made Bernard. Rebound. Puck free on the far side. Pulled behind the net by Petrantonio. Couldn't get it through to Doe.
For
And
a
away to
limited time,
center. Here
get super
comes
fast
Klink.
internet and YouTube
Klink
TV
on
starting
the
at
left
just
wing.
$82.98
In over the
per
line,
month.
cutting wide, trying to get around Underwood, who swept it away from him.
Honey,
into
what
the
is
corner.
that?
It's our new internet.
Doe
I
back
had
to
to
help
have it.
out. With the lead to center. Here's Bersani on the right side.
internet.
Bersani cutting in all
Choose
by
WOW
himself.
and get
Bersani
Internet
has to rag
500
it
for just
around behind the net.
$39.99 a
Scoops
month
through a
and get
check.
$100 on
Far
us.
wing and the puck chipped back. Wick line. On that right
Here
wing
he
corner
comes,
to the right
boys.
point. Underwood arriving. Holds
Sure
the net. Now
is
Blockwell's got
beautiful.
room. Walks
Here
in.
it
Wrist
is,
shot.
boys. Who's ready to put it to
Glove
work?
save.
Me. There's only one way to settle this.
Blockwell actually had more time. Walked down the pipe.
Where'd he come from?
Before he unloaded that
I
one.
win.
Never saw him coming.
Must be the camo.
Drive off in a new
But
John
it
Deere
does
from
generate an
SunSouth right
offensive
now
zone
with
face-off
0%
that
financing
never
on
had
select
before.
models. SunSouth, equipment
3-1
for
River
those that do.
Dragons, 1:29 to go in the second period. Storjahan at center for this face-off.
For a limited time,
Andrioli
get super
helping
fast
it to the
internet and
left
YouTube
point.
TV starting at
Slahecka
just $82.98
on the
per
left
month.
side. Wick line lost it in the linesman skates.
Honey, what is that?
It's our new internet.
And now the
I
River
had to
Sharks
have
able
it.
to move it out. Here's Davidson on the right side.
Wow.
Davidson,
internet.
backdoor feed. Here's a
Choose
chance
WOW
and
and get
wrapped
Internet
around
500
near
for just
side. And
$39.99 a
Joseph
month
got
and
over
get
the left
$100
hand to
on
take
us.
it away. Now back through center, Andrioli, left
Here he
side,
comes,
Storjahan.
boys.
Storjahan waiting.
Sure
flipping
is
into the
beautiful.
far corner.
Here it is, boys. Who's ready to put it to work? Me. There's only one way to
Turned
settle
over to
this.
the River Sharks. Back the other way they go.
Where'd he come from? I win.
On the right wing.
Never saw him
Shot by
coming.
Davidson, tipped in
Must be
front,
the camo.
actually deflected off of Slahecka.
Drive off in a new John Deere from SunSouth right now with 0% financing on select models. SunSouth, equipment for those that do.
Pickford. And a chance of the deflection as it's wedged out to center. Rogers wheeling back, feeling it. On the right side now.
For a limited time, get super fast
Cutting
internet
his
at
way
YouTube TV
in,
starting at
Yarwood
just
around behind the net
$82.98 per
center,
month.
taken away. 23 seconds as Hunter moves up ice.
Honey, what is
Beats
that?
the Wick
It's
line
a
and
no
over the
internet.
line. Wick
I
line
had
left
to
side.
have it.
River Dragons trying to hurry a change
Good
here.
internet.
Pass into the corner for Hunter. Hit
Choose
the
WOW
backboard,
and get
went
Internet
right back up
500
the
for just
slot.
$39.99 a
That
month.
allows
and get
Rogers to
$100
skate
on
it
us.
ahead. In on the right side, but he put it beyond Soilus. And now moved up for McDonald, chasing it down on the left wing. He will not get there in time. Pickford beats him to the puck, and that's going to do it for the period. 3-1 after 40 minutes of play. Joseph gets past the River Sharks without further incident. Both teams filing off. Well, the way this series has gone, I mean, Elmira, first of all, there is a lot of hockey to be played. So I'm going to say this with a pinch of salt attached to it. But Elmira's got a lot of work to do if they're going to make the playoffs. And I think that much is obvious to anybody who's looking at their record and the record of the other teams in their division. Not out of the question. Not out of the realm of possibility. However, they got work to do if they're going to make it. But if Elmira were to somehow get it in gear and become a playoff opponent for anyone in the Empire Division, I would not want to face these guys. They're a tough team. They work hard. They've got pretty good goaltending, at least what we've seen. I mean, 2 games, actually, really a game and 2/3 is a very, very small sample size. So it's really hard for us to sit here and judge necessarily, but boy, oh boy, this is a tough out, this River Sharks team. Right now it's 3-1, River Dragons in the lead. We are 40 minutes into it. That second period was brought to you by WOW Internet. The Columbus River Dragons, proud to partner with WOW again this season. Team up with WOW Internet and YouTube TV. A good deal for good sports fans. Go Dragons! All right, 40 minutes in the books. 3-1 is your score. So let's move it on into our second period intermission report, which is brought to you by Shredaway. We'll have a wrap-up of the scoring for you from that period, plus a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Plenty going on, not only in hockey tonight, but college basketball and the National Football League as well, so stay tuned. We will be back with more 40 minutes in. 3-1, Columbus in the lead. This is River Dragons hockey.
Let Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, take care of all your document shredding needs. We can design a custom shredding program for your business today. No need to purchase equipment, no maintenance expenses, no need to prepare records for destruction, increase employee productivity, increase security, no worry. Was it really destroyed? Right now, all new customers can receive 10% off. Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, locally owned and operated in downtown Columbus. That's Shredaway, 706-577-9668.
Phoenix Eye Clinic, located inside the optical shop in Phoenix City, wants to be your local eye doctor. Specializing in diabetic eye exams, glaucoma treatment, and cataract evaluations, Phoenix Eye Clinic has an ophthalmologist on staff. They also handle all of your needs for eye exams, glasses, and contacts. Call the Phoenix Eye Clinic at 334-480-4015. That's 334-480-4015. Phoenix Eye Clinic, located inside the optical shop.
If you're looking for quality dental work, look no further than Largeman Dental in Columbus, the River Dragons' trusted oral care provider. Largeman Dental provides cleaning services, restorative work, cosmetics, prosthetics, and Invisalign braces too. Dr. Largeman has over 19 years of clinical experiences in all phases of dentistry and holds memberships in 4 different esteemed dental societies. Set your next appointment by calling 706-322-6581 or visit them online at largemandental.com.
For Beam, community isn't just a place, it's a state of mind. We believe that when we care together, work together, and even cheer for our favorite teams together, we are closer to what counts. Beam has been improving the way we connect since 1964, not just with technology, but with our communities and with each other, because at Beam, community is not just a place, it's the way we do business. Beam, bringing East Alabama more. It's in our name.
It's a new year, and the newly renovated Rental Pace Field is ready to make its grand debut in 2024. Join us all season long. Get your Troy baseball season tickets now at TroyTrojans.com/tickets. Last year, the Trojans won 40 games and hit the most home runs and recorded the most strikeouts in program history. Troy baseball takes on a home schedule that includes Alabama, Louisiana, Harvard, South Alabama, and more. Get your Troy baseball season tickets now at TroyTrojans.com/tickets.
Announcing Wade Cleaner's newest location at 6801 River Road, located just across from the new VA hospital. This location has a drive-thru and is open 6 days a week. Tell us you heard this and receive 25% off your first visit. Wade Cleaners, since 1939.
Well, we have chucked our pucks here in the second period intermission, and now it's cleanup time down there on the ice. Second period intermission is brought to you by Shredaway. And we're having a little bit of a trouble. Well, there it is. Of course, as soon as I begin to tell you that, dear fans, it all irons itself out. We're having a little bit of a score sheet problem here this evening, but that is now fixed. And a couple of things that we can note for you. And, all right, so let's take a look at it here. As we go back through the scoring, I told you we were on a milestone alert tonight, and we do have another player hitting a milestone here, and we'll talk about that in just a moment. But one of the more recent guys to hit a milestone, Justin McDonald, gets off to a pretty darn good start here in the second period. At 6:11, he scores a 4-on-4 goal from Josh Petrantonio. Petrantonio's initial shot went between, it looked like, the right arm and the body of the goaltender Bernard and squeaked through. It was sitting there in the crease. McDonald got to the rebound and puts it home. A 4-on-4 goal makes it 1-0. Then a little later in the period at 9:22, it's McDonald once again. This time it's an even strength for his 17th of the year from Hunter. And also Bockwell picking up the assist on the goal. And the River Dragons up 2-0 at that point on McDonald's second of the night. And then a power play in progress for the River Dragons. And this time, McDonald goes from the scorer to the setup man at 12:23. McDonald on the right side, at the far side of the faceoff circle, finds Alex Storjahan in the slot. And Storjahan quickly deflecting a pass from the slot inside the right post. And nothing Bernard was going to do to get to that one. And the beauty of that goal is that Storjahan didn't stop it, didn't shoot it. He just deflected it on net, and in it goes. McDonald and Shinkarik the assist at 12:23. With that assist, Carter Shinkarik now has 200 professional points. So congratulations to him on reaching that milestone here tonight at the Columbus Civic Center. Now late in the period, the River Sharks do get on the board as they get a goal at 15:45 off the stick of Stephen Ford. Stephen Klink picking up the primary assist on that one, along with David Gaeta. And those two, Gaeta and Klink, have really been driving the offensive wagon here for the River Sharks. But for Ford, that's a good one for him. Very fired up after the goal, got his team a little fired up. In fact, it got a little testy down the stretch there in period number 2. And I don't know that we're out of the woods yet. We've already had one pretty darn major scrap here between Swanson and Swan. And they had a seat fine for fighting in the middle of the frame, and it is getting more testy out there. These two teams, it's amazing. They've never met before. They won't meet again for the regular season. But Elmira can play and does play a physical brand of hockey, and they can get under your skin. And right now I think that's a lot of what they're doing. So looking at it from a standpoint of if you're the River Sharks, yes, you're down 3-1 after 2 periods of play. But if you can continue to pester and annoy the River Dragons, maybe you get Columbus to get into penalty trouble a little bit here in the third period, and then hope your power play can give you a chance to try to tie this game up. Shots in the period, 16-8 in favor of Columbus for the game, favoring the River Dragons, 29-19. Power plays in the period, River Dragons 1 for 2. No power plays for the River Sharks. They were going to have one. Swan was going into the box for interference, but Soilus negated that with a roughing call after the whistle. And so the River Sharks never did get a power play in the second. So they are 0 for 1 for the game, and we're zeros in that second period. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, it'll be time for that out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Zelmo's Zip-In. This is the Shred-Away second period intermission report. We're back with more in a moment. River Dragons lead at 3-1 after 2.
I'm always on the go.
At the Country Inn and
With
Suites
the
by
Kinetic
Radisson,
Credit Union
you'll
app,
enjoy comfortable
Kinetic is always
accommodations
with
close
me.
to Columbus
The
State
Kinetic
University
mobile app
for
is
bidding
virtual
and, of
banking
course,
at
the
its
River
best.
Dragons
With the
games.
Kinetic mobile app, I can
Conveniently
easily
located
send
at
and
1720
receive
Fountain
money,
Court in
make a
Columbus.
deposit,
You'll be
pay
minutes
some
away
bills,
from
and
all
I
your
can even
favorite
open up a new
Columbus
account,
destinations.
all from my
Free
phone.
high-speed Wi-Fi
And I can monitor
hot
all my
breakfast
accounts in one
always
place,
available too.
all on the
So
go.
whether you're staying for
The
business
Kinetic
or for
mobile app,
pleasure, make
energized
your next stay
banking
in
at
Columbus
its
a
best.
comfortable one at the official hotel
Kinetic
partner
Credit
of the River
Union, the
Dragons.
energy for
Country
your
Inn and
dreams.
Suites by Radisson.
The Jersey Shop specializes in screen printing, embroidery, directed garment printing, and vinyl heat press lettering and numbering. We provide custom t-shirts for any occasion and have a graphic designer on staff to make the logos or graphics needed to make your shirts unique. We pride ourselves on being able to deliver orders of any size at low, competitive cost with no minimum quantity. That's why the River Dragons trust the Jersey Shop for all of their uniform internet. Call 706-565-4245. That's 565-4245.
Join the voice of the River Dragons, Tom Callahan,
I'm
every
always
Tuesday
on
night
the
at
go.
6 p.m. for the
With
River
the
Dragons
Kinetic Credit
Coaches
Union
Show
app,
on
Kinetic is
106.9
always
Really
with me.
Rocks.
The
They'll
Kinetic
discuss the
mobile app
latest
is virtual
happenings,
banking
upcoming
at its best.
games,
With the
and
Kinetic
more.
mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go.
The River Dragons
The
Coaches
Kinetic
Show
mobile
every
app,
Tuesday at 6
energized
p.m.
banking
on
at its best.
106.9 Really Rocks.
Kinetic Credit Union,
Let
the
Shred
energy
Away,
for
a
your
division
dreams.
of the Overbee Company, take care of all your document shredding needs. We can design a custom shredding program for your business today. No need to purchase equipment, no maintenance expenses, no need to prepare records for destruction, increase employee productivity, increase security. No worry. Was it really destroyed? Right now, all new customers can receive 10% off. Shred Away, a division of the Overbee Company, locally owned and operated in downtown Columbus. That's Shred Away, 706-577-9668.
It's the 5th anniversary season of Columbus River Dragons hockey, and RiverDragonsMerch.com has everything you
I'm
need,
always on the
including
go.
our new
With the
limited
Kinetic Credit
edition
Union app,
anniversary look.
Kinetic is always with me.
RiverDragonsMerch.com
The
has
Kinetic
something for
mobile
all
app
ages,
is virtual
with a variety
banking
of
at its
hats,
best.
shirts,
With the Kinetic
jackets,
mobile app, I can
and
easily
more.
send
Plus
and receive
cool
money,
souvenir items
make a
like the
deposit,
always
pay
popular
some bills,
Game
and I can
Change
even
box
open up a
and
new
keychains.
account,
Want
all
to
from
order
my
a
phone.
gift for someone?
And I can
We'll ship
monitor
it
all
for
my
you.
accounts in
Just
one
go
place,
online
all on
to
the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
At Beam, we take pride in being a part of our community, and we're committed to seeing it grow.
Back here in the
We
Shred-Away
continually
second period
volunteer with
intermission report.
organizations
Tom
that are making a
Callahan here with you.
difference.
Time to
Together,
take a look
we
at
are
our
building a
out-of-town
better
scoreboard,
community
which is
building the
brought
best
to you by
internet that
Zelmo's
exceeds the
Zip-In.
technology of
Zelmo's
metropolitan
has been
cities.
fueling life's
More
passions
importantly,
since
one that connects us all.
1999.
We want to ensure
One
reliability.
final
So for this
from
reason,
around the
we're willing
league
to go
here
the
tonight.
extra mile.
Board
We
here
aim
on
to
Prowler,
provide the
6-2
community
winners
with
over the
high-quality internet
Watertown
and cable
Wolves.
services, because we live here too. Because at Beam,
That one,
community is not just a
I'll tell you what,
place,
that's
it's the
a good
way
win
we
for
do
Port
business.
Huron as the Prowlers.
I'm always on the go.
Again, one of those teams
With the
in the
Kinetic
big
Credit
pack,
Union
I
app,
think that
Kinetic
the
is
Prowlers are
always
starting to
with
put
me.
it together a little
The
bit
Kinetic
right
mobile
now,
app
which makes
is
them
virtual
dangerous. The
banking
River
at
Dragons
its
have not
best.
seen Port
With the
Huron,
Kinetic mobile app, I
but
can easily
will
send
coming up
and
here
receive money,
in the
make a
next
deposit,
several
pay some
weeks.
bills, and
as
I can
matter
even
of
open up a
fact,
new
there's
account,
couple of
all
teams
from
the
my
River
phone.
Dragons still have not
And I
had a
can
chance
monitor
to
all
play.
my
This is the
accounts
first
in
time
one
we've
place,
seen Elmira.
all on the go.
Port Huron,
The
Motor
Kinetic
City,
mobile app,
all teams
energized
that we
banking
haven't
at
seen.
its
And
best.
also, even though the River Dragons started the
Kinetic
season
Credit
with Baton
Union,
Rouge,
the
they
energy for
haven't
your dreams.
made their trip into the Columbus Civic Center yet,
At Beam,
so the
we take pride in
Zydeco
being a part of
will
our
get a
community,
chance to
and we're
debut
committed
here
to
on
seeing
home
it
ice
grow.
in a
We
little bit.
continually volunteer with
All right, over the
organizations that are
Apex
making a
Center,
difference.
just into the third
Together,
period, the
we are
Motor City
building a
Rockers
better
trying to earn a
community. We're
split
building the
on the
best
road
internet
against
that
Blue Ridge.
exceeds
It's
the technology
3-2
of
Motor City
metropolitan cities.
in the
More
lead on
importantly,
that game.
one
At
that
Danbury
connects us
Arena,
all.
it's
We want to
1-1
ensure
between
reliability.
Binghamton and
So for this
Danbury.
reason, we're willing
And
to go
again,
the extra
Danbury
mile.
last night with
We
an
aim to
epic comeback on the Blackbears and then ended up winning it in the shootout. At the Mississippi Gulf Coast Coliseum, it's 2-2. That game is just into the third period between the Seawolves and the Zydeco.
I'm always on the go. But with the Connecticut Credit Union app,
Finals
is
from
always
earlier
with
today.
me.
Capitals
The
3-2
Kinetic
over
mobile
the
app
Rangers.
is virtual
Canucks
banking
shut out the
at its
Sabres
best.
1-0.
With the Kinetic mobile app, I
Senators
can easily
5-4
send
over the
and
Sharks.
receive money,
Devils 4-1
make a
over the
deposit,
Panthers.
pay some bills,
Hurricanes
and
right
I can
now
even open up a
leading
new
the
account,
Penguins
all
late
from my
in
phone.
the third, 2-0.
And I can monitor all my accounts in one place.
Also late in the
all
third,
on
the
the
Kraken
go.
have pulled ahead of the
The
Blue
Kinetic mobile
Jackets
app,
4-3.
energized banking at its
Red
best.
Wings up 5-1 after 2 on the
Kinetic
Kings.
Credit
Canadians
Union, the
still
energy
with a
for
1-0
your
lead over
dreams.
the Oilers. This time they're through 2 periods of play.
At Beam, we take pride
Lightning
in being
have
a part
opened
of
up a
our
3-1
community,
lead
and
over
we're
the
committed to
Ducks
seeing it
in
grow.
the second
We continually
intermission.
volunteer with
3-2
organizations
Leafs
that are
lead
making
the
a
Avalanche
difference.
after
Together,
40
we
minutes.
are building
Flyers
a
up
better
2-0
community
now
while building
on the
best
Jets. Cam
internet that
Atkinson
exceeds
has
the
both goals
technology
for
of
the
metropolitan
Flyers.
cities. But more importantly,
Just
one that
into the
connects
second
us
period,
all.
you've got
We want to
Stars
ensure
and Blackhawks
reliability. So for
scoreless.
this reason,
Coyotes
we're
have
willing
opened
to
up
go
a
the
3-0
extra mile.
lead over the
We aim to
Minnesota
provide
Wild
the
after
community
20
with
minutes.
high-quality internet
Early in
and
the
cable
second, Isles
services,
and Preds are
because we live here
scoreless.
too.
Because at Beam, community is
At
not
the
just a
intermission,
place, it's the way we do
just
business.
into the second period. Actually, now they're just
I'm
starting.
always
Bruins and
on the
Blues
go.
are tied up
But with the
at
Kinetic
1.
Credit Union app,
And then
Kinetic
at 10
is
o'clock
always
tonight,
with
you've
me.
got the Flames
The
at the
Kinetic
Golden
mobile
Knights.
app is virtual banking at its best.
In
With the
the
Kinetic
NFL,
mobile app, I can easily send
one
and
team's
receive
already
money,
going home, and it's
make
the
a
Cleveland
deposit,
Browns.
pay some
The
bills,
Houston
and I
Texans
can even open up a new
45-14
account,
winners over
all
the
from my
Browns
phone.
earlier today.
And I can monitor
And right
all
now,
my accounts in one place. All on
Early
the
in
go.
the second quarter,
The Kinetic mobile app,
the
energized
AFC wild
banking
card
at
between
its
the
best.
Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins.
Kinetic Credit
Absolutely
Union, the
frigid
energy for your
weather
dreams.
At Arrowhead, it is 10-7.
At Beam, we
Chiefs
take pride
in
in
the
being
lead
a part of our community,
in
and we're
that
committed
game.
to seeing it grow.
Here it's
We
3-1
continually
River
volunteer with
Dragons lead
organizations
the
that are
River
making a
Sharks.
difference.
We'll take a
Together,
break and come
we are
back with
building a
more
better
in
community
just a
while
moment.
building
Third
the
period
best
action
internet
on
that
the other
exceeds the
side.
technology
Stay
of
tuned, there's more
metropolitan
coming your
cities.
way.
But more
This is
importantly,
River Dragons
one
hockey.
that connects us all. We
Let
want to
Shred
ensure
Away, a
reliability.
division of the
So for this
Overbee Company,
reason,
take
we're
care of
willing
all
to
your
go the extra
document
mile.
shredding
We aim
needs.
to
We
provide
can
the
design a
community with
custom shredding
high-quality
program for
internet
your
and
business
cable
today.
services,
No need
because
to
we live
purchase
here too.
equipment, no
Because at
maintenance
Beam,
expenses,
community is
no need
not
to
just a
prepare
place,
records for
it's the
destruction,
way
increase
we do
employee
business.
productivity, increase security.
I'm
No worry,
always on
was
the
it really
go.
destroyed?
But with the
Right
Kinetic
now,
Credit
all new
Union app,
customers can receive
Kinetic is
10%
always
off.
with me.
Shred Away, a
The
division
Kinetic
of the
mobile app
Overbee
is
Company,
virtual banking
locally owned
at
and
its
operated
best.
in downtown
With the
Columbus.
Kinetic mobile app,
That's
I can
Shred
easily
Away,
send and receive money,
706-577-9668.
make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone.
Opened its first
And I can
Zelmo's
monitor all my
Zip-In.
accounts in
Since
one
then,
place,
the brand has
all on
grown
the
to
go.
include 11 stores
The
in the
Kinetic mobile
Chattahoochee
app,
Valley and
energized
Southwest
banking
Georgia.
at its best.
Zelmo's is an anchor in the communities it
Kinetic
operates
Credit
in.
Union,
Our
the
managers,
energy for your
employees,
dreams.
and vendors are all an integral part of
At
the
Beam,
neighborhoods
we
and
take pride in
communities
being a
we
part of our
serve.
community,
We're
and we're
proud to call
committed to
these
seeing it
areas
grow.
home
We
and plan to
continually
continue
volunteer with
growing with
organizations
and
that are making a
serving the
difference.
communities of
Together,
West
we
Georgia
are building
and
a
East
better
Alabama.
community while building the
Zelmo's,
best
fueling
internet
life's
that exceeds the
passions.
technology of
Columbus,
metropolitan
Georgia is
cities.
considered
But more
by some
importantly,
as the
one that
hockey town of
connects
the
us all.
South,
We want to
boasting pro
ensure
hockey since
reliability. So for this
1996.
reason,
But
we're
80
willing to
years
go the
before
extra
that
mile.
first
We
puck
aim to
drop,
provide the
another
community with
Chattahoochee Valley
high-quality
favorite
internet
got its
and cable
start.
services,
Piggly
because we
Wiggly.
live here
Come on
too.
down to
Because
find a
at
great
Beam,
selection of
community
fresh
is not
meats
just a
and
place,
produce for
it's
your
the way
family's
we
next
do
meal
business.
or your next tailgate. We're
I'm
proud to
always
root
on
for
the
the
go.
hometown River
But with the
Dragons
Kinetic Credit
because
Union
we've
app,
been the hometown
Kinetic
team
is always
since
with me.
forever.
The
Piggly
Kinetic
Wiggly,
mobile app
down
is
home,
virtual
down the
banking
street.
at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go.
Such as Malibu and
The
Nautique
Kinetic
Boat
mobile
and the
app,
historic
energized
C8
banking at its
mid-engine
best.
Corvette. Even the light poles surrounding
Kinetic
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
VectorPly customer using VectorPly fabrics. If you're looking for an exciting career with a growing manufacturer located right here in the Chattahoochee Valley, visit our website, VectorPly.com.
We are building a better community.
Is that the sound of an ooey gooey cheesy crunchy slice of P-I-Z-Z-A? Obviously, but as good as that sounds, we think it can get
we want to ensure reliability.
Oh yeah, that's the sound of a freshly opened fizz-filled Pepsi. The only thing that can take this flavor medley of crunchy dough, mouthwatering cheese, and savory sauce to the next level. How about another bite?
We do business.
Pepsi and pizza sound like a
I'm
match made
always
in heaven
on the
and
go.
taste even
But with the
better.
Kinetic Credit Union
Pizza,
app,
better with
Kinetic
Pepsi.
is always
That's what
with
I like.
me. The Kinetic mobile app is
Columbus
virtual banking
Diagnostic
at its
Center,
best.
the area's
With the
clear
Kinetic mobile
choice
app,
for
I can easily
diagnostic
send
imaging.
and receive
CDC
money,
Northside
make a
features the
deposit,
area's first
pay some
and
bills,
only 3T
and I can even
MRI,
open up
the
a new
most
account,
powerful
all
MRI
from my phone.
available. And our new
And I can monitor all my
64-slice
accounts
CT
in one
scanner,
place,
cutting-edge
all on the
imaging
go.
that's available at both
The Kinetic
locations.
mobile app,
For over
energized
30 years,
banking
patients
at its
with
best.
Lower costs and uncompromising dedication.
Kinetic Credit
remain our
Union,
top
the
priority.
energy for
Here
your
are
dreams.
results for a more accurate diagnosis.
At
Columbus
Beam, we take
Diagnostic
pride in
Center
being a
and
part of our
CDC
community,
Northside.
and we're committed to seeing
Technology
it
with
grow.
a human
We
touch.
continually volunteer with organizations that are making a difference. Together, we are building a better community, but building the best internet that exceeds the technology of metropolitan cities. But more importantly, one that connects us all. We want to ensure reliability. So for this reason, we're willing to go the extra mile. We aim
Just in time to have the referees come back out on the ice. Getting ready to start the third period here. Fans, I would say not enamored.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is
no matter
always
what
with
sport
me.
you're
The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking
official,
at its best.
man,
With the Kinetic
you're just-
mobile app, I can
that
easily
stuff.
send and receive money, make a deposit,
Speaking
pay
as someone
some
who
bills,
briefly,
and
I
I can
mean
even
very
open up a new
briefly,
account, all from my phone.
umpired baseball.
And I can monitor all my accounts
Nope.
in one place.
I have
all
nothing
on the
but
go.
respect for the men
Kinetic
and women
mobile app.
who
Energize
decide to become
banking
officials
at its best.
in any sport. It is. Thank you.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
At Beam, we take pride in being a part of our community, and we're committed to seeing it grow. We continually volunteer with organizations that are making a difference. Together, we are
Still as we get set to start third period action here. River Dragons up 3-1.
metropolitan cities. But more importantly,
On the Elmira River Sharks.
we want to ensure reliability. So for
And
this
again,
reason,
the last time these two teams will see each other this
we aim to
season.
provide the community with high-quality internet and cable services because we
Just a
live here too.
two-game trip
Because at
down here
Beam,
for
community is
Elmira.
not just a place.
Columbus
It's the
went to
way we
Elmira
do
last year to
business.
start the regular season.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app,
And that was a bit of a
Kinetic is
throwback for
always
yours
with me.
truly.
The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking
As,
at its best. With the
I
Kinetic
worked
mobile
3
app, I can
years in the
easily
United
send
Hockey
and
League
receive
with the
money,
Elmira
make a
Jackals
deposit,
back when they
pay
were an
some bills,
expansion
and I can even
franchise
open
just
up a new
starting
account,
out.
all from my phone. And I can monitor all my
3
accounts in one
seasons
place,
there.
all on the go. The Kinetic
And
mobile
actually,
app,
my next stop
energize
after that
banking
was
at
Augusta,
its
Georgia.
best.
So
Kinetic Credit
Not
Union,
exactly
the
full
energy
circle,
for
but-
your dreams.
certainly
At
some
Beam, we take pride in being a part of our
I guess
community, and we're
synergies
committed
in
to seeing
there.
it grow. We continually volunteer with organizations that are making a difference. Together, we are building a better community while building the best internet.
We are
that
starting the
exceeds
period
technology of
5-on-5, which is a
metropolitan
little bit
cities. But more
surprising
importantly,
considering
one that connects
how
us all.
chippy and how feisty it got down the stretch in the second, but cooler heads prevailed.
We aim to provide the community
Now, I can't promise you that for the third period.
because we live here too. Because at
The River Dragons are going to go left to right in front of the broadcast location here.
I'm always on the go.
And
But with
we
the
will
Kinetic
start
Credit Union
with
app,
McDonald,
Kinetic
Hunter,
is always
and Moore
with me.
up front. Shinkarik and Slahetka on the points. Moore takes the draw ahead up on the right side. He'll fire it right over top of Bernard. And Hunter from an off angle in on Bernard. Bernard plays that aside after making the save with a paddle down on the right post. River Sharks moving out to center. Dumped in. Slahetka chasing it back into the Columbus end of things here. He'll stop in the corner. Flipping up the right side. There's nobody there. No icing, however. Turning back with it is Pickford. He'll dump it down. That is icing going the other way. This third period is brought to you by Kinetic Credit Union. River Dragons hockey all season long, brought to you by many of our fine sponsors. We appreciate them, and we appreciate you listening and watching the broadcasts all season long on our flagship radio station, 106.9 Really Rocks, and broadcast on YouTube. Sometimes you're on Beam TV, sometimes you're on Christian Television Network, as we will be on Wednesday night for the 7:05 game between the River Dragons and the Thunderbirds. It's Pucks and Prayers night. Here's Shinkarik moving it ahead to the line. Left off in space. McDonald lost it in his skates, turns for it. And he's pestered all the way up to the line. Feeds it into the right wing corner. Hunter around to the far side towards Moore. Moore near dot. Here's Shinkarik. Backdoor feed, and McDonald was hooked up. Couldn't shoot. Davidson got away with one. Shot coming in. Slahetka, that's blocked. Ends up on the right wing corner. Hunter trying to tie his man up. Wilson ends up with a puck. River Sharks moving away. Boy, McDonald's already got two here. Got to do anything you can to keep him from getting that third, I guess, if you're Elmira. There's Hunter moving back in, weaving to the left side. Hunter trying to put it in front, had it knocked off his stick. He goes back for it in the corner. Petrantonio after it. He'll get it to the left point. Bockwell, his shot blocked, ends up in the left wing side. Elmira able to clear it down. That'll be an icing call again. Face off. Back down to the right of the broadcast location here. Don't forget tonight, post-game party with the River Dragons. If you're out and about, maybe you didn't make it to the game tonight, you're listening locally on the radio or watching on the YouTube side. Following the game, we are all going to gather over at the Loft. You can meet the players. It's a 21 and over event, though, so please be aware of that. Underwood will chase it back down the ice. He'll stop behind the net. River Dragons on the regroup here, not in a hurry to move it. Now they do. Left side ahead for Bersani. He gets it in over the line, spins through his check. Bersani centering right through the crease out the other side. Petrantonio right half wall keeping it in. Quick wrist shot and a glove save, Bernard. He'll hold on. Face off coming up to his left. Wickline out to take this face-off. Andrioli and Storjahan. Shinkarik with a quick word to Wickline here before the face-off. Pop-off also out there. Puck dropped on the dot. Storjahan into the right wing corner. Wickline over after it. That one is dumped down the ice. And it'll be cleared ahead on the left side. Andrioli ahead. Storjahan will dump it in. Wickline over to the near half boards. Storjahan in the corner. Try to push it behind the Elmira net. Andrioli in. Played away from him. River Sharks break through center. That pass misses. Oh boy. Joseph, a little bit of a puck handling adventure there. Played up that near side boards. Wickline will flip it into the air. Glove down to the line, not out. Held into the left point. Shot in by Peavy. Save made by Joseph. Rebound to the corner. Klink on the right side. Tied up by Andrioli. Klink all the way up top with it. Turns, shoots, blocked by traffic. Shinkarik on it. He tries to move it on to the near side. I don't think that was quite ready for Popoff there. Now Gaeta trying to walk in front. He was just sandwiched in some teal jerseys. Lost possession, and now Columbus takes it back. Andrioli up the left side. He's by himself, dumps it in on goal, and he will head out for the change. 5-man unit cycles anew. Slahetka chased back into his own end. Demke watching him as he now goes right side to Moore. Here's Kyle Moore. Breaking in, trying to cut behind the D. He's held up. Moore, one hand on the stick, gets it towards the front of the net. Hunter couldn't get a shot off, and now Moore still tied up back there. Referee was watching it the whole way, decided there was no penalty there. So River Dragons lift it back in. And we ended up with a whistle there, and I'm not sure why. I do not understand why play was stopped. Face off right on the dot at center. River Dragons control it. Here's Moore on the near side, getting it ahead, and Hunter cutting in on the right side with a wrist shot, glove save, rebound, puck is free. And this time, finally pulling it in over there is Bernard. Hunter's shot rattled around the mitt of Bernard, but he couldn't put the squeeze on it. It fell in front of his left pad. Hunter did get a whack at the rebound, but they were able to hang on. Face off coming up to the left of Bernard. McDonald talking to the linesman about his staging for the face off here. McDonald's like, what do you want me to do here? He plants his feet defiantly, then wins the draw back, but he won it back past Underwood. Slahetka ahead, tipped into the right side corner by McDonald. He's given Wilson the what for on the way by. Puck on the left side, kept in by Moore, but only momentarily as it bounced up in the air. Slahetka ends up with it just over the blue line, turns it back in. Kyle Moore into the right wing corner. He'll go up after it around behind the net. Moore sends it back door, and oh boy, it got across the crease. Somehow McDonald couldn't find it. Shinkarik over the left side. Plenty of bodies in front there. It ends up back low. McDonald in front for Hunter. Tipped up in the air. River Sharks out to center. And now Bockwell's going to get called for interference. Bockwell put a hip check on Davidson after Davidson dumped the puck in. Generally, they give you a 2 count. And Davidson tried to go around Bockwell. He stuck the hip in him. That one was pretty much on the 1-2 count, but Interference is the call against Bockwell. So the River Dragons with Bockwell in that Abercrombie bonding penalty box, shorthanded for the second time in the hockey game. 4:52 time of the interference call. 3-1 River Dragons in the lead, but a big chance for Elmira here to try to get within a goal. Face off to the left of Joseph is immediately cleared by the River Dragons. Here's Klink out the right side. And his pass missed everybody. Just turned it over, and Shinkarik fires it back down. Bernard out to play it. Hit him in the skates behind the net. River Sharks will roll back for it. Well, that kills off the first 30 seconds of this power play. Dumped in from center. Joseph trying to slow it down. It comes around to the near side. Popped up in the air, out of play. And so we'll get to a break. 5.5 into the third. 3-1 Columbus in the lead. Stay tuned. There's more coming your way in just a moment. This is the Kinetic Credit Union third period on Columbus River Dragons hockey.
The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
At Beam, we take pride in being a part of our community, and we're committed to seeing it grow. We continually volunteer with organizations that are making a difference. Together, we are building a better community while building the best internet that exceeds the technology of metropolitan cities. But more importantly, one that connects us all. We want to ensure reliability. So for this reason, we're willing to go the extra mile. We aim to provide the community with high-quality internet and cable services, because we live here too.
Because at Beam, community is not just a place. It's the way we do business.
We'll ship it for you.
I'm always
Just go
on the
online
go.
to
But with the Kinetic Credit Union app,
rdragonsmerch.com.
Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app.
And we are back, third period action here from the Columbus Civic Center. Tom Callahan here with you. 1:22 to go in the minor penalty for interference against Bockwell. 5.5 gone here in the third. Justin McDonald has 2 goals and an assist. 3-point night for J-Mac. And Alex Storjahan, a power play goal for the River Dragons as well. And so that's how we have arrived at 3-1 here. The lone goal for Elmira from Stephen Ford. Petrantonio will come in to take this draw. No, actually. Well, no. It will not be Swan. It will be Petrantonio. In across from Peavy. And Peavy winning it back to the left point. River Dragons pressure immediately up top. Swung around to the right side. Gaeta up to the right point. Yarwood doesn't shoot. Gets it across now to the left half wall. Here's Klink with a shot. Save made by Joseph. Puck in behind the net. Peavy fed it towards the point, but fed it out. Down it goes. River Sharks regroup. 49 seconds to go in the power play for Elmira. 3-1 Columbus leads. Peavy at the line, lost it. Shinkarik fires it down. So now back the other way. They'll try it again. Elmira in over the line, looking to set things up here up top. Yarwood at the left point. Onto the left half wall. Klink, cross ice feed in front of shot save made. Joseph rebound, and the whistle goes. Ref lost sight of the puck. And we get some pushing and shoving in front of the net. I tell you what, it is still feisty out there.
6:05, puck drop at 7:05. Get your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com. Again, that's Wednesday, January 17th, back here in the Civic Center.
Face-off coming up to the left of the River Dragons goal. It's played around to the near side corner. 10 seconds to go, and then Bockwell will come out of the box. Rogers up top of the blue line, stick handling, trying to keep it in. Onto the left side, Davidson feeding it down low. Bockwell's on to that Abercrombie bonding penalty box. They've killed it off. A shot in on goal, save made by Joseph. And again, we get the pushing and shoving. Face-off will be to the right of Joseph. River Dragons trying to push the puck out through center. That one is turned back to Underwood. He'll try to set it up. Icing against Columbus. Face-off will come back down the ice. There's a shot in from the point after the draw win by Elmira. Blocker saved there by Taylor Joseph, and now the River Dragons move it ahead. Storjahan at the line, poked off a stick, but the play offside. 7:29 gone here in the third period. 3-1 River Dragons. It's going to be McDonald, Moore, Hunter. And, well, nope, don't like that face-off. We'll do it again. Things have quieted down just a little bit here as far as the physical play goes. But I think largely that has to do with the fact the River Sharks are still very much in this hockey game at 3-1. Puck is dumped into the Columbus end of things. Joseph playing it around to the far side. And Hunter tied up on the forecheck here, and the River Sharks force a turnover. On that far side, that's Rogers. He's knocked down over there. Puck stays on the wall, fed into the slot. Soilus, a shot off the goal post. Hunter did not see it through the traffic. River Sharks are buzzing right now. Boy, Columbus better wake up. Puck to the left point. Pickford, his shot in. Blocker saved there by Joseph. Played around to the point, not out again. Pickford, a shot tipped in front. Save made Joseph, and he's got it in the gear. Oh, boy. Elmira is absolutely all over Columbus right now. Joseph had that puck disappear in his pads. He's still looking for it. It's in there somewhere. And now he's got it. It was stuffed into that left pillow pretty good. Hunter Bersani saying it wasn't me, it wasn't me. Face-off will be to the right of Joseph Bersani into the face-off. It's one back. Wilson, and quick shot off the face-off by Vartiainen, but that one was blocked by traffic. Puck around behind the net. Joseph out to play it around, back up the far side. Doe tried to tip it out, could not. Puck at the right point held in by Yarwood. His shot was blocked, and now here's Petrantonio ahead to Doe on the right wing. Doe in over the line, stops, waits for a little help. Feeds Petrantonio down the right side wall. Behind the net, wraps it around. Feeds the left point. Shot coming in. Slahecka missed the net. Backhand attempt towards the front. Bersani couldn't get it through. And the defender, Wilson's lost his stick. Bersani on the far side. Feeds it around. Left point again. Slahecka. Fans does keep it in, though. No, he did not. Oh, boy. Thought that one stayed in on the blue line. Instead whistled down for offside. 9:06 into the third. 3-1 River Dragons in the lead. Storjahan will win the drawback. Bockwell will drive it in. Andrioli and Wickline out on the wings here. As it's tipped back down the ice, that'll be an icing call. And the face-off will come back into the Elmira end. Face-off will be to the right side of Bernard. Once again, Storjahan in for the face-off. Andrioli and Wickline. They're going to toss the Elmira center out of the draw. Peavy, well, I guess they're not, because he just turned and went right back in. Draw one back to the left point. Bockwell sends it around. It went past Wickline onto the near side. Flip towards the line. Popoff steps up to keep it in. Into the right wing corner, Wickline. Andrioli in the pile. Bodies flying everywhere over there. Andrioli out with it, trying to work his way in front. Lost it. And it's banked onto the zone. Popoff back after the puck. He'll leave it around to the near side to Bockwell. Bockwell tried to clear, could not. Second attempt. Gets a little help as Wickline back in. Feeds it across, and now tipped to the line boy just out by Andrioli. Again, Columbus honestly making me a little nervous here. 3-1, they have the lead. We've just passed the halfway mark of the third period. Bernard's going to play it away from in front of his net using the glass. Gets it down the ice. Underwood after it, no icing. He'll reverse it around to Bockwell. Bockwell up the wing. Bank pass ahead, McDonald into space, trying to get that one through. It's turned right back in once again. Around the rim, it goes to the near side, Underwood. Plays it back up to Kyle Moore. Moore in the right wing. McDonald backhands it down to the corner. Moore. Try to play it through his skates. Instead, Wilson ends up with it as Moore pinned up in the corner over there. And now back ahead, here's Vartiainen in on the left wing side. Vartiainen trying to work his way free on that left wing. Clearing attempt, that hit McDonald, came back to Hunter. Now Moore onto the wing for Shinkarik. He'll curl back with it. Now he gets it to McDonald. McDonald left side. To the right wing half wall, looking for Moore, but Ford got there first. Well, this is a little bit more, I think. Columbus wouldn't mind this, a little rope-a-dope here. Just got to back it up, let Elmira come at them, but not really get any meaningful possession time here as the River Dragons starting to fall back defensively, but the problem is clearing the zone right now. Doe battling forward on the far wall, looking for help from Slahecka. Bersani knocks his man off the puck. Still free, though. There's a chance and a left-hand save. Made by Taylor Joseph. Puck around to the left point, held in by Ford. Petrantonio will jam it out off the dasher. Bersani chasing, 8:11 to go here in the third. 3-1 your score. River Dragons in the lead. And now up the left side, Soilis in with a wrist shot, and that one is blocked on a play by Slahecka. That'll get us to a break. 8:02 to go here in this third period. Brought to you by Kinetic Credit Union. We're back with more in a moment on Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Even though I'm away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, And I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
I'm thirsty.
Try this.
Starry.
It's a new lemon lime soda that's crisp, clear, and
so refreshing. So tasty.
what the?
Just let it happen.
Oh, chill. He was a soda.
New Starry Lemon Lime Soda. It's different.
3-1, Columbus River Dragons in the lead over the Elmira River Sharks. Tom Callahan here with you, 8:02 to go here in the third period. Face-off will be back to the right of Taylor Joseph in the Columbus net. Last night, the River Dragons got a goal late from Justin McDonald for a 4-3 win with just a minute and a half to go in regulation. Tonight, McDonald has 2 goals and an assist, and he has powered the offense here this evening. But I'll tell you what, the River Sharks are pushing. They are not going quietly. This game is far from over. Columbus controlling the draw, but they cough it up at the line. A shot coming in by Rogers is blocked. Now Bersani up on it, but falls. He still gets it ahead, though. Petrantonio now to Doe. Doe back to Petrantonio at the line. Tees up a drive, tipped on the way in, and Bernard makes the save and holds on. The diving defender tipped that puck right into the chest protector of the goaltender. He was able to freeze it there. Wickline in for the face-off with Storjahan. And now that is Sequoia Swan on the left wing here. Swan trying to put it back to the point, but instead he gave it up. Right up the middle. Klink on a breakaway trying to get in. Popoff wraps him up. He still got a shot off. Somehow Popoff did not commit a penalty there. Great defense from him. Now another chance and a shot that's blocked by Wickline. Now another block. That one is by Storjahan, and now a 2-on-1. Wickline in with Storjahan. Wickline looking cross ice, high slot. Swan in with a shot blocker. Save, rebound, they score. No, they wave it off. Storjahan a shot. Save made. Wickline jamming away. And now Bernard's got it. Oh, I thought that puck went in and out, but it might have hit the post. Boy, Columbus just that close to almost salting it away here. 7:14 to go in the third. 3-1 River Dragons. I think that's as close as you can get without scoring. Great look by Wickline as Swan was the third option coming down the slot there. Trying to find daylight on the stick side. River Dragons will flip it back into the Elmira zone, Ford after it. Yarwood on the near side. He'll move it ahead. Davidson trying to cut in through the D, cannot do it. McDonald back after it, banks it down the ice. Will it end up on net? Nope, wide, that's icing. 6:49 to go in the third. Well, now it's just Columbus trying to dribble that clock down as much as they can. Face-off coming up to the left of Joseph. McDonald had his stick whacked there. Wilson was getting a little impatient for that face-off. It's cleared right back down by the River Dragons. Guess what? We're going to do it again. Wilson reached across and just chopped at McDonald's stick. And I tell you what, Justin McDonald does not appreciate that. McDonald will take this face-off again. Peavy in for the face-off this time. They tie up on the circle, and Peavy falling to the ice, able to knock it back, but River Dragons able to clear it out. Now on the left side here, Swan gets the old wedge out, dumps it right in on goal, and Bernard will catch and hold. Six and a half to go into third. River Dragons up 3-1. Face off to the left of that Elmira goal. Boy, you just feel the crowd here, and very few of them have left. A lot of them still here just in anticipation here. But you can feel it's a little tense out there right now. Let's see what's going to happen here. And right off the face-off, Moore tried for a shot as the puck came over to him. McDonald kicks at it. Ends up on the far side. River Sharks able to move it out. Puck dumped in wide of Joseph Bockwell after it. Bockwell on the near side. A little backhand to the line. Glove down, kept in there. Nice job by Pickford. Gets it in front. A shot that is blocked. Davidson was picked up immediately there by both defensemen. Now centering attempt blocked by Underwood. He'll play it away to the wall. Hunter on it. Hunter has to step around traffic here. Cross ice to Bockwell. He'll wedge this one in. A bouncer wide of the Elmira net. McDonald hooked up the entire way in there by Wilson. Moore up on the puck. Turned over behind the net. Here's McDonald reaching for it. Trying to come up with it. Pickford took it away from him. Pickford in traffic though. Playing it around to the near side. Getting towards the line. He does get it to center. Dump back into the Columbus end of things. Turned over. Here's Pickford moving it over. Here's a chance for Tiainen. Right pad save made by Taylor Joseph. Now back of the River Dragons, 2-on-2. Moore at the line, sliding it through, looking for Hunter. Comes back to Moore, knocked off his stick. Put up top, there's a shot backing up. Shinkarik and a glove save made. Nice stop there by Bernard. And now we got Klink all the way back in the other end. He and Moore talking it over.
On Broadway in beautiful uptown Columbus, the official Postgame party headquarters for your Dragons.
Linesman get over there to make sure that nothing else comes out of that.
Again, that's the loft on Broadway, beautiful uptown Columbus. And after the game, we got the Pepsi Postgame show. River Dragons Tom Callahan.
Face off coming up to the left of the River Sharks net. 3-1 River Dragons. Shots are 37 for Columbus, 29 for Elmira. Bersani in for the face-off, wins it back to the right point. Slahetka pressured immediately, lets it go. Puck is far circled. Now there's a shot and a blocker save. Bersani knocked down. Petrantonio on the puck. Doe in the slot. Stick tied up. Has to curl back. Feeds the left point. Shinkarik around the rim. Bersani behind the net. Petrantonio out the left side. Petrantonio back down low behind the net to Bersani. Bersani through his skates onto the near wing. Bersani pressured on the wall. Ends up back with Doe in the corner, bouncing puck over there. Bersani trying to help out, looking to push it back towards Doe. Now it's pulled out of there by Ford. Ford to center, ahead to Guyetta. His pass tipped on the right side. Klink in behind the D and a goal! And he hit the goal post! Klink hit the post over the left glove of Taylor Joseph. It stays 3-1. Klink into the slot. There's a chance. Oh, man, knocked out of the air and deflected away off the D. Nice hand-eye by Yarwood to get a shot on goal out of that. Klink on the right side. Centering feed. Joseph deflects it away. That one just ripped right across the goal mouth. And now here's Doe at center. Bersani trying to move it the other way as Doe had the stick ripped out of his hands and thrown away. Now Petrantonio trying to get to the bench for a change. Guyetta is down. Klink back on the left side with it. And again, Elmira in with a dangerous chance and a glove saved through traffic by Taylor Joseph. We get to the final break of the period, none too soon. 3-1, Columbus in the lead, 3:44 left to go in this third period of play. Brought to you by Kinetic Credit Union. This is River Dragons Hockey.
Vector Ply Corporation is a world-leading manufacturer.
We all dream, but dreams quickly become distant memories unless we do something about it. do everything in our power to learn to lead. At Troy University, we teach everyone to be leaders in their field. We're dedicated to teaching a new generation to lead change.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy.
3:44 to go in the third. River Dragons 3, River Sharks 1. We want to welcome folks who might have been watching other FPHL games here tonight into the exciting conclusion of this one. This game is not over by any stretch. The River Sharks have given the River Dragons all they can handle in both games this weekend. Last night, Columbus won 4-3 on a late goal from Justin McDonald. Tonight, McDonald a three-point performance, including 2 goals, but the River Sharks continue to press. Now, right now, their goaltender, Samuel Bernard, is in the goal, but they control the draw. We'll keep an eye on him here as time starts to tick down. Puck in the slot hits Andrioli, but it's not out. There's a shot. Joseph the save, and elected to play it away, but the whistle had gone. 3:33 to go in the third. 3-1. River Dragons in the lead. Face-off will be to the left of Taylor Joseph. Wilson directing traffic here. As Vartiainen to his left, Davidson to his right. And Wilson ends up getting it back to the point. Sent around the rim behind the net. Vartiainen out the far side. He's knocked down off the puck by Bockwell. Skips it off the glass, and it gets just over the line off Rogers. Quickly back in, though, Davidson. Left side. Didn't get it deep, and it's cleared back out by Columbus. No icing here as Rod. Oh, they do call icing. I thought they waved it off, but no, they did not. 3:12 to go in the third. And the face-off back once again into the River Dragons end of things. Right now, Columbus a little bend, but don't break. Klink goes and gives a little extra shot there to one of the, that's Bockwell. Mike Klink has absolutely had a bullseye on his back these whole couple of games here. Puck to the right point is held in. Andrioli got tangled up with Rogers. Puck behind the net. Bockwell stretching for it. Can't get to it. Klink tried to take it away. Bockwell up with it. Backhand to the line. Ford keeps it in left point. Ford will put it out of play. So we'll get a fresh puck out there. The referee having a chat there with Bockwell and Storjahan. 2:55 to go in the third. Goaltender remains in the net for Elmira. They're down by 2. Justin McDonald out there with Moore and Hunter. Shinkarik and Slahetka on defense. Tied up in the dot. Elmira wins the draw. Ford swings it left side to Klink. Klink along the goal line in front, a shot, and that went out the other side. And now it's cleared out by the River Dragons, and that will not be icing. Nice touch there by Ryan Hunter. Dump back in. Slahetka after the bouncing puck in his own end around the glass to the right point. Yarwood holding it in. Klink on the right side. Sends it down low. Cut off behind the net by Shinkarik. Feeds to the far side. Klink over after it. 2:22 to go in this third period. Still 3-1. Bernard looking at the bench, but hasn't gone yet. Flipped high in the air by the River Dragons. Down it goes, and that one just wide of the cage. That'll be icing. And with 2:08 to go, we might see Elmira pull the goaltender now, or, yeah, they will pull the goaltender now. Would not be surprised if they also called their timeout. And trying to get the crowd up here, get them going. Face-off will be to the left of Taylor Joseph. McDonald in for an important draw here across from Wilson. And they're going to do that one again and toss McDonald out of the face-off. Tried to time it, jumped it a little early. Or are they going to let McDonald stay in? They let him stay in. And he goes forward with it and pushes it out of the zone. That's a veteran maneuver right there from Justin McDonald. It's Cody Rogers wheels back behind his own net with the puck. 6-on-5. Elmira net is empty. Under 2 minutes to go. River Sharks need a pair. They put it in on goal. Save made. Oh, the rebound is swatted away in front. Joseph with a massive save of the left pad. Icing against Columbus. Boy, that was absolutely huge. Taylor Joseph reaching out with the left pad. He got that puck, and now we're going to have a timeout called here, it looks like. Indeed, Coach Jurich picks up the whiteboard and beckons his River Sharks over to the bench. Meanwhile, the River Dragons come over, grab some water bottles, and the mission's a little bit more clear-cut for Columbus. No plays to draw up. They know what they have to do. Number one, it starts if they can win the draw. Certainly starting with possession much easier. But now it's all about fronting pucks, sticks in lanes, not over pursuing defensively, sticking to the game plan. The River Dragons just have to be very aware defensively. But again, if they can win the face-off, that's what it starts with. So Taylor Joseph not even ready in his net yet. They drop the puck. They're going to do it again. Nobody ever checks the poor goaltender. Joseph has a routine. He goes in, he skates a wide circle, he goes behind the net, skates a wide circle, then he gets back in and gets set for the draw. And speaking as a goalie, I can tell you, no one ever waits for the goalie. And now they're gesturing towards the clock, seeing if there's time to be put back on here. Right now they're over. Tyler Jurich very upset at the River Sharks bench. They put the clock back to 1:41. Face-off coming up to the left of Joseph. McDonald's going to have to restage. And McDonald does and wins the draw this time. Shinkarik rips it around the rim towards the point, pushed down, and now here's Moore with a chance of the empty net. Kyle Moore walking it in on goal, and he scores. Kyle Moore into the yawning goal mouth. That makes it 4-1 with 1:29 to go in the third. And the River Dragons are going to sew this one up. And I believe that is going to be the fourth point of the night for Justin McDonald. He should pick up a secondary assist on that goal. For Kyle Moore into double digits, his 10th goal of the year. And now Elmira down 4-1. Still pushing in though. Underwood runs into his man behind the net. Puck around the far side, kept in by Klink up top. There's a shot just wide of the net. McDonald, the only assist on the goal. Shinkarich should pick one up there. And now tossed away to center, Andrioli. Getting it across onto the left side, Bersani, and over the line. Flips it. Here's Underwood in with a chance. A wrist shot save made. Underwood on the rebound. And the stop made by Bernard. Kirk Underwood. Couple of good scoring chances. Underwood getting back defensively now. Takes it away from Gaeta as it's cleared out down the ice. This will be icing. 37.6 seconds to go. A reminder about our post-game party tonight at the Loft in downtown Columbus, 21 and over. You can meet your favorite River Dragons out there. The whole team will be out there. Stop by. 21 and over, please. Face off to the left of Joseph, who has made some incredible saves in this game. Puck is won back by the River Sharks. Shot in, and Joseph another save for good measure. "35 shots now by the River Sharks. That's actually the second most shots given up this year by the River Dragons. Carolina had 42 on December 23rd. There's another shot in and another save for Joseph. He'll paddle it aside to Andrioli. He'll dump that one down the ice. And another icing call. "20 seconds left to go here as we're just creeping towards the end of this one. 20.7 seconds to be exact. Face-off coming up to the right, again of Joseph. Pushed into the corner. Bonkwell sending it around to the far side. Swan over after it. He'll fling it down the ice. And this time, Bernard will come out to play it, so there is no icing. Wait, we get a penalty call in behind the play? Oh, well, shocker. Jesse Swanson is having a meltdown on the Elmira bench, and he is gesturing up at the fans. And that's going to be it for Swanson. That was him, by the way, that you heard pounding the glass. The trainer is hustling off after him. Not entirely sure. And Swanson's trying to get back on the ice. He's trying to get after anybody in that corner over there. I don't know what's going on with Jesse Swanson. Swanson in limited ice time tonight. Got his 5 minutes for fighting, and he doesn't have a point on the year. Like I say, he's got a role on that team, but we didn't see him much at all. But I have no idea what happened to Swanson over there. Of course, River Dragons fans less than sympathetic. Puck dumped in. Joseph will knock that one away to the corner. Make one more save here. Why not? Game over. And the Columbus River Dragons pick up yet another important 3 points. They win in regulation here over the Elmira River Sharks, but again, the River Sharks gave them absolutely all they could handle in 2 games on the weekend here. This Elmira team battles, and they work hard. And I don't think they're destined to stay at the bottom of the division for too long. Yarwood with something to say on his way out, and now Tyler Jurich talking to the linesman before he leaves, that River Sharks head coach. But the River Dragons end up with a victory here tonight, 4-1 over the River Sharks. We're actually going to keep it right here, and we'll get our 3 stars of the game here before we shift into Pepsi postgame show mode. Scorch and Torch leading the circle. Columbus now with a victory here tonight. And now the River Dragons. Again, I mean, it's hard to underscore how important the wins are, not because of the opponent, although, I mean, any opponent, you want to get your 3 points in regulation, but these are games in hand that Columbus had with the Carolina Thunderbirds, and they win both. And so for the River Dragons, that means they now separate in the standings just that little bit more. And that is just so crucial. Columbus absolutely needed to make sure that they secured the victories here. Vartiainen and Petrantonio exchange a quick handshake hug before he heads off the ice. And I got to tell you, Stephen Klink is over there. He's getting his hugs and his congrats in from the River Dragons before he heads off. And like I told you, I mean, they were hard on Stephen Klink. But here's the other thing I'll tell you. He was not left alone for a single minute in this series, still managed to get some points. Here's my thought about it, though. And if you're a River Sharks fan and you're listening to our side of the game, that's only going to make Klink a better player. That is only going to make him tougher. And if this team by any means does get into the playoffs, Klink can expect the same kind of attention. But he has absolutely just battled his way through this game here tonight. And just absolute props to him. But again, the win for the River Dragons is a big one. All right, it's time for our Wade Cleaners 3 stars of the game. Brought to you by Wade Cleaners. They're the official cleaners of Scorch and Torch. Here's Dana Barker.
With 35 saves, allowed 1 goal in the past 124 minutes of hockey. Number 30, Taylor Joseph. Our second star tonight, our jersey off the back guy with power play goal, number 4, Alex Gardner. And tonight's first star of the game, who had a hand in every one of our 4 goals, 2 goals and 2 assists, number 7, Tristan McDonald.
How about another 4-point night for J-Mac?
And let's kick it on down to the ice. Here's Melena with J-Mac, our number 1 star of the game.
All right, fans, I'm here with Justin McDonald with a couple of questions. So question number 1, talk about your night tonight, having a hand off with the goal.
We definitely came up a little stronger than we did last night. That was our game plan. Getting more shots and whatnot. Unfortunately, didn't happen until the second period when we started to score, but everything was good.
And how big was it having your wife here for the award? Was it the award for your milestone that she's going to see?
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Actually, I didn't even know until they announced it. We all have personal goals, and that was one of them, but the next one winning the cup.
Okay, we have a rare Wednesday night home game against Carolina. Does the fact that it's against our biggest rival make it easier to get up for the game?
Yeah, I mean, that's a big game that will separate us between Carolina. So we got to make sure that we're hard to do what we can do in the past couple of games. And we bring that intensity and deal with it.
Thank you, Justin, and congratulations to our winner.
All right, there you go. There's our interview with Justin McDonald, the game's first star. 2 goals, 2 assists. How about this? A 14-game point streak now for McDonald. 13 goals, 17 assists, 30 points in his last 14 games. 4 of them here tonight. All right, we'll take a break. When we come back into the Pepsi postgame show we go. Stay tuned. River Dragons win it 4-1 over the River Sharks. Back with more in a moment. Pepsi postgame show begins right now.
Peppermint season is back at Tim Hortons with even more peppermint flavor. It's the tastiest, mintiest way to cheers the holidays. 'Tis the season to treat yourself with any $1 medium latte when you order on the app. Only at Tim Hortons.
I'm thirsty.
Try this.
Starry.
It's a new lemon lime soda that's crisp, clear, and
So refreshing. So tasty.
what the?
Just let it happen.
Oh, chill. He was a soda.
New Starry Lemon Lime Soda. It's different.
We all dream. But dreams quickly become distant memories unless we do something about it. Do everything in our power to learn to lead. At Troy University, we teach everyone to be leaders in their field. We're dedicated to teaching a new generation to lead change.
Back here in the Pepsi postgame show, Tom Callahan here with you as the River Dragons wrap up a 4-1 win over the Elmira River Sharks here tonight. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We appreciate it. From this one, I'll tell you what, it was a fun tremendous had the ball rolling. Go to the second period to find it 6-11 into the game.
Winter is upon us.
Into the second period, I should
We
say,
must
and
prepare.
it's a 4-on-4
Cold and
situation.
darkness will spread across
Josh
the land.
Petrantonio comes down the
The
right
nights will
side
be
with the
long.
puck, gets
Hey, what
a
are you guys
shot
doing?
away that
Air
leaks
Force is
through
here
the
to fix
goaltender
the heat.
Bernard. McDonald pounces
Don't
on
let
the
winter
rebound.
leave you
for
out in the cold.
16th of the year.
Call Air Force
And that
Heating
makes
and
it
Air now for our
1-0
special
then at
$79
9:22.
AC gas
Even
furnace or
strength
heat pump tune-up.
situation.
Only for a limited
McDonald
time.
scores again
Air
for
Force Heating and
17,
Air
but this
is
time
always
it's
here
from
for you.
Bockwell and Ryan Hunter. And it's
Beam,
2-0.
we take
That goal,
pride
by
in
the
being
way,
a
ends
part of
up
our community,
as your
and we're
game
committed
winner.
to seeing it grow.
Not
We
too long
continually
after that,
volunteer with
just 3
organizations
minutes
that are
and
making
1
a
second
difference.
later, a
Together,
power play
we are
in
building a
progress for the
better
River
community,
Dragons.
but
This
building the
time,
best internet
McDonald
that
plays
exceeds
setup
the
man
technology of
as he takes a
metropolitan
pass on the
cities.
right
But more
side.
important,
because the River Sharks continue to fight, continue to battle the entire game here tonight. And at that point, 3-1 heading into the intermission, this game was not a foregone conclusion. And in fact, in the third, the River Sharks did an excellent job of battling back. They actually outshot the River Dragons 17-11 in the third period, but they could not come out with the victory here tonight. The goaltending heroics of Taylor Joseph had an awful lot to do with that, as the River Dragons kind of went into a bend, don't break type of mode. They do get a late empty net goal out of Kyle Moore, his 10th from Shinkirik and McDonald, and that does indeed salt the win away for the River Dragons. Not a whole lot of penalties in this game. The River Dragons finished the game 1 for 2 on the power play, and the River Sharks end the game 0 for 2 on the power play. Meanwhile, shots on goal department by period, River Dragons 13 in the first, 16 in the second, 11 in the third, 40 in total. Elmira 11, 8, and as we told you, 17 in the third. But they just could not find another goal. And again, Taylor Joseph, great performance out of him tonight, third star. And a little bend but don't break out of the Columbus River Dragons, but they get their needed 6 points in regulation against the River Sharks. We'll take a break in the Pepsi postgame show. When we come back, it's time to take a look at that out-of-town scoreboard. Plenty to get to on that one. That's brought to you by Zelmo Zippin. More coming your way in just a moment on River Dragons Hockey.
At Beam, we take pride in being a part of our community, and we're committed to seeing it grow. We continually volunteer with organizations that are making a difference. Together, we are building a better community while building the best internet that exceeds the technology of metropolitan cities. But more importantly, one that connects us all. We want to ensure reliability. So for this reason, we're willing to go the extra mile. We aim to provide the community with high-quality internet and cable services, because we live here too.
Because at Beam, community is not just a place. It's the way we do business.
Peppermint season is back at Tim Hortons with even more peppermint flavor. It's the tastiest, mintiest way to cheers the holidays. 'Tis the season to treat yourself with any $1 medium latte when you order on the app. Only at Tim Hortons.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Introducing New Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Music to my ears.
You don't have ears.
Starry, it's different.
Town scoreboard 4-1 is your final here. River Dragons over the River Sharks. Want to remind everybody about the postgame party at the Loft tonight in downtown Columbus. Meet the team over there, and they will head on over not too long after we wrap up this Pepsi postgame show. 21 and over at the Loft. All right, so the out-of-town scoreboard. Zelmo Zippin here in the FPHL tonight. Only Carolina not in action. Port Huron with a 6-2 win over the Watertown Wolves. And then at Danbury Arena, 4-1, Binghamton beats Danbury tonight. Meanwhile, at the Apex Center in Wytheville, Motor City wins 3-2. Blue Ridge tries to stage the comeback. They just fall 1 goal short. Mississippi Seawolves winners in overtime tonight, 4-3 over the Baton Rouge Zydeco at the Mississippi Gulf Coast Coliseum. And the NHL finals from earlier, Caps 3-2 over the Rangers. Canucks blank the Sabres 1-0. Senators 5-4 over the Sharks. Devils 4-1 over the Panthers. In overtime, the Hurricanes 3-2 winners over the Penguins. Kraken finish off the Blue Jackets 7-4. Also finals tonight, the Red Wings 5-3 over the Kings. Oilers come back and win it in overtime over the Canadiens 2-1. Lightning 5-1 over the Mighty Ducks. Well, the Ducks. They'll always be the Mighty Ducks to me. Avalanche 5-3 over the Maple Leafs. 2-0 Flyers shut out the Jets. Stars and Blackhawks tied at 1 early in the third period. Coyotes now up 6-0 on the Minnesota Wild. That game also early in the third period. Islanders and the Preds are still scoreless halfway through the third. Bruins and Blues tied up at 2. That is also in the third period. And just getting it underway here, the Flames and the Golden Knights are scoreless early in the first period of that one. Men's college hoops tonight, couple upsets out there, including number 8 Arizona losing to Washington State. Number 14 Baylor with a 1-point lead late against Cincinnati. That's the only game still going on. Number 5 Tennessee beats Georgia. Number 7 North Carolina over Syracuse. Number 15 Wisconsin over Northwestern. Number 22 Creighton tops St. John's. Number 3 Kansas beats number 9 Oklahoma. Number 6, Kentucky upset by Texas A&M tonight. Number 19, San Diego State also upset by New Mexico. Number 1, Purdue takes care of Penn State. Number 20, Utah State, 1-point win over UNLV. Number 21, Clemson beats Boston College. Number 18, BYU tops UCF. Number 11, Duke wins over Georgia Tech. Number 2, Houston upset by TCU, single-point loss there. Auburn, number 16, they take care of business against LSU tonight. And number 25, Texas loses to West Virginia. All right, in the NFL, the start of the wild card weekend was earlier today, and the Houston Texans 45-14 winners over the Cleveland Browns. Right now, just into the third quarter, the Kansas City Chiefs holding on to a 16-7 lead over the Miami Dolphins in frigid conditions at Arrowhead. That's it for the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Zelmo Zippin. One more segment here as we wrap things up in this Pepsi postgame show. We're back with more in just a moment. This is River Dragons Hockey.
Announcing Wade Cleaner's newest location.
At Beam, we take pride in being a part of our community, and we're committed to seeing it grow. We continually volunteer with organizations that are making a difference. Together, we are building a better community while building the best internet that exceeds the technology of metropolitan cities. But more importantly, one that connects us all. We want to ensure reliability. So for this reason, we're willing to go the extra mile. We aim to provide the community with high-quality internet and cable services, because we live here too.
Because at Beam, community is not just a place. It's the way we do business.
Peppermint season is back at Tim Hortons with even more peppermint flavor. It's the tastiest, mintiest way to cheers the holidays. 'Tis the season to treat yourself with any $1 medium latte when you order on the app. Only at Tim Hortons.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Introducing new Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Music to my ears.
You don't have ears.
Starry, it's different.
Fly Fabrics. If you're looking for an exciting career with a growing manufacturer located right here in the Chattahoochee Valley, visit our website, vectorply.com.
All right, back to wrap things up here in the Pepsi postgame show. 4-1 your final, River Dragons over the River Sharks. Don't forget, postgame party at the Loft here tonight in downtown Columbus, 21 and over. Hope you can join us over there for that. We appreciate you being out here with us for River Dragons hockey. Our next home game is coming up on Wednesday the 17th. The Carolina Thunderbirds in town on Pucks and Prayers night, 7:05 p.m. puck drop. Still time to bring your church group out and join us for a night of fun and fellowship. We have a guest speaker. Pastor Kevin McDonald will be our speaker from Landmark Church, and then we have Marvina Lilly performing, gospel artist, also singing the anthem that night. We hope you can come out and have some fun with us for that one. Another great win for the River Dragons here tonight over a very tough Elmira River Sharks team. 4-1 is your final. My thanks to my broadcast crew here for getting us through this one once again on the weekend. And we will talk to you all on Wednesday night, 6:30, on that Air Force Heating and Air pregame show. 4-1 River Dragons win it. This is Tom Callahan saying good night.
Thank you for being a part of Columbus River Dragons hockey. This game was brought to you in part by Pepsi, the official soft drink of the Columbus River Dragons. Zelmo Zip-In, the official fuel provider of the River Dragons. Air Force Heating and Air, the official heating and air company of the River Dragons. Country Inn and Suites, the official host hotel of the River Dragons. And by Chick-fil-A Midland, Tim Hortons, Columbus Diagnostic, Shredaway, the Overby Company, Vector Ply, Trivioli's, The Jersey Shop, Beam TV, WYBU Christian Television Network, Troy University, Largeman Dental, BKI Accounting, The Optical Shop, Piggly Wiggly, Sun South John Deere, Wade Cleaners, Houston Clinic, Abercrombie Bonding, First Franklin Financial, and Old School Barber Shop. This has been a presentation of Ignite Sports and Entertainment. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or any other use is prohibited without the express written consent of Ignite Sports and Entertainment and the Columbus River Dragons. This has been a presentation of the Columbus River Dragons.